Viv. I heard you're not coming back for summer vacation. Is it true? Are you really that busy with work?
Hey, Mackenzie. Yeah, I'm afraid it's true, sis. I did my best, but I couldn't get any time off. My company makes a big song and dance about being pro-family and personal life, which of course means employees with kids get priority on time off. I'm single, so there was no chance I was gonna get the highly contested summer vacation slots.
Oh, I see. That's a shame. There was somewhere I really wanted to go with you. There was a movie I wanted to watch with you too.
Sorry, for every day we don't get to spend together on summer break. I'll make up for double later on when I can finally get some time off. Let's watch the movie then.
Who knows when that's gonna be? Besides, I have school on weekdays.
Right, of course. Not only that, but you have a tons of exams this year, right?
Sure, it's not a big deal though. I could always take some time off from school, if you catch my drift.
No way, your exams are important. Oh, that reminds me. Did you decide which college you want to go yet?
Not yet.
What? But you're in your last year of high school. You don't have forever to make your decision, you know. This is very much a boat that can't be missed. You have to decide soon, sis. You're the sharpest cookie there is. Surely you could get into any college you set your sights on.
That's not true at all.
I love your humility, sis, but you're totally a genius. You got some of the best mock exams results in the school. I bet you'd blow me out of the water. I hardly remember any of that stuff. Math formulas, algebra, calculus, ugh, my brain hurts just thinking about it.
It's hardly something I feel like going around bragging about. You're the amazing one, Viv. I think you're way more impressive than me.
No, that it's a competition. But what makes you say that?
The fact that you had the inner strength to start working the moment you graduated high school, despite having just lost mom and dad in the accident, was nothing short of amazing to me. You might have only been flipping burgers at Peepdonald's, but you were my lifeline. I know it was you who carried on paying for my lessons with the private tutor. I could have cried when I found out. I think you're amazing, and I'm so grateful to have you. You're the best big sister on the whole planet.
Whoa, Mackenzie, are you feeling okay? Did you hit your head? It's not like you to praise me.
Fine, I'll stop if you're gonna be like that.
Sorry, sis, I was just kidding. I'm so happy you think that about me, but I still have a long way to go. To tell you the truth, I wish we could live together. But things are so tough on my end right now that I had no choice but to leave you with Aunt Petunia. If you ask me, I'm not living up to my role as your big sister at all.
That's not true. You're doing great. I wish we could live together too. I'd move in with you right now if I could.
Be careful what you wish for. You'd probably be miserable if you lived with me as things get stand. My apartment, and I hesitate to call it that, is a single room in a company-mandated dorm. It's so cramped even a hobbit would find living here difficult. Not only that, but I work such crazy hours that I'm home late pretty much every night. Even if you lived with me, we'd hardly ever see each other. I'm barely even finding time for the housework these days.
I'd do it. I don't care if it's cramped either. Not if I could be with you.
Surely it's better for you to be living at home with Aunt Petunia, at least for now.
I am in high school, you know. I hate the way you treat me like I'm a kid all the time.
But you're 5 years younger than me, and I do remember you being a literal kid, so you can hardly blame me. In my mind, you'll always be 11 years old.
Stop thinking about me like that. I'm 17 now, and I'll be 18 in a few months.
Right, that's true. I guess you're right. It's not fair of me to treat you like a kid forever. I just can't believe how fast you're growing up. If I'm honest, I think part of me struggles to let go of the old you. But I have to accept that before long, you'll be out there facing the big wide world too. Can you believe it's been a whole 5 years since Mom and Dad passed away in the accident?
I know, it still doesn't feel real.
It's this weird, inexplicable mixture of feeling like both a lifetime and like it barely happened 5 minutes ago.
I know exactly what you mean.
Don't worry, sweetie. I'll make sure I'm back for your birthday and the anniversary of the day we lost Mom and Dad.
Okay, thanks. Then there's our plans for summer break.
Oh yeah, that too.
I know how forgetful you can be, so I'm gonna remind you every week.
You really don't have to do that. I'll remember, I swear. For the time being, I want you to focus on your studies like your exams are the only thing in the world that matter. We can enjoy our time together once they're out of the way. Oh yeah, and don't forget to decide soon which college you want to go as well. Don't worry about tuition fees. If you have your heart set on someplace, we can make it happen.
Viv, are you sure about this? Are you really sure I can go to college?
I already told you like a million times over. Of course you can. Why do you think I'm putting in all this overtime of work lately? You better hurry up and choose a good one. Otherwise, it's all gonna have been for nothing. Oh crap. Sorry, sis. My break ended 3 minutes ago. Gotta go.
You're at work? Sorry.
It's cool. I was on my break anyway, so I am glad we got to talk. Catch you later. Hey, Aunt Petunia. I just sent over this month's private tutor fees and everything I saved up to cover Mackenzie going to college. I was super nervous transferring that much money in one go. Would you mind checking it went in?
Hey there, Viv. As always, thank you so much. Affirmative. I'll check in the next hour and get back to you.
Cool, thanks. There was something about Mackenzie I wanted to discuss with you actually. How's she doing these days?
Huh? She just seems like her old usual self to me. Nothing out of the ordinary. Bright, bubbly, energetic, and a royal pain in my butt.
I see. I'm pleased to hear that. It's just that I kind of feel like she seems a little down lately. She told me she still hasn't decided on a college. She doesn't have much time. She'll be done with high school before long, and I'm really worried she's not gonna make it.
My husband and I haven't noticed anything out of the ordinary, sweetie. I've got a pretty good idea what's going on, though. You know how much she adores you. Surely she's just sulking because you won't come home to see her?
Ah, I see. Right. That does make sense, actually. It's funny on the one hand, she demands I stop treating her like a kid, while on the other, she sulks like a spoiled child when she can't get her own way.
Let the princess have her mood swings and don't be such a spoil sport. You're the only close family she has left. She thinks the world of you, so it's only natural she'd be desperate to see you. You did move out of the family home the moment you graduated to start working, after all. I don't know if she lets you know it, but not having you around has been hard on her. So off you went, you flew the nest and spread your wings, and she stayed behind on her own with us. Of course, we all love her, and I treat her like my own daughter, but we are ultimately just relatives. Even though we are all here for her, I still get the impression she feels lonely and isolated sometimes.
I wonder if it would have been better if she'd just have lived with me from the get-go.
Come on, Vivian, be real here. That was unrealistic back then. Oh, yeah. Have you told her yet that you want her to move in with you once she graduates high school?
No, I haven't said anything yet. I'm keeping it quiet for the time being. If I told her now, I think it might impact her choice of college, and I can't bear the idea of jeopardizing her future just so she can move in with me. I'm waiting for her to make her mind up right now. If her choice of college happens to be near my workplace, I'll invite her to live with me. But if it doesn't, I'll let go of the idea. Her future has to be our #1 priority.
I get the impression her desire to be close to you is a lot stronger than any feeling she has towards college.
Yeah, you're right, but that's exactly why I'm holding off. Look, it's still early days. Maybe once she gets to work on actually looking for a place, she'll find a college she wants to go to more than she wants to live with me.
That's a big maybe, and let's face it, she's not the only one who feels that way, is she? You want to live with her, too. That is why you've been saving up to buy a nice, big, spacious apartment with room for you both to live in without driving each other crazy, right? It'd be a shame to see all of that hard work wasted. The thought of you ending up living separately, or, God forbid, in different states, is genuinely a sad one.
I feel you, but it wouldn't be fair of me to decide her future based on my feelings. I'm sorry to trouble you with this kind of thing all the time. We'd be lost without you, Aunt Petunia.
Don't be silly. What kind of a person would I be if I hung my late brother's orphan little girls out to dry? Me and my husband think of you both as our daughters. But, you know, Vivian, I can't help but wonder whether Mackenzie really will end up going to college.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Think about it. What did her big sister, who she admires and looks up to more than anyone in the world, do? You found a job as soon as you graduated high school, because you didn't want to be a burden on anyone. It wouldn't be that surprising if she said she wanted to do the same thing.
Sure, it's true, I didn't want to be a burden on anyone, but I also suck at academic stuff. Mackenzie's a smart cookie with a genuine shot at making it far in life. She's so clever she could go into any industry she wants.
Listen, Vivian, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I do think you should be a little more considerate of how your sister feels about all this.
How she feels? What do you mean?
Remember back when you had your finals coming up and my husband kept pressing you to decide which college you wanted to go to? You ignored him and decided to go your own way by getting a job instead. I'm not saying what you did was bad. In fact, I think it's great you chose your own life path instead of having it decided for you. But you should understand there's a chance Mackenzie feels exactly the same way as you did back then. Mackenzie is ultimately her own person with her own thoughts and feelings. Besides, there are a lot of people who decide to go to college later in life these days. If you think about it, 18 is a young age to be making a decision with such enormous, far-reaching implications on the rest of your life.
You make a strong case.
Sorry for going on at you, sweetie, but the point I'm trying to make here is that college isn't the only choice she has.
But I've been working so hard to save up the money for her tuition fees all this time.
And I think that's amazing. The fact that you did that for your little sister is admirable and deserves nothing but respect. But if Mackenzie decides on a different path, instead of repudiating it, I think you should keep an open mind and be considerate towards what she decides she wants her future to look like. Think about it. Do you regret not going to college?
Of course I don't.
Exactly. I think Mackenzie would really appreciate it if you showed a little more understanding towards what she wants, not just what society expects of her. Don't worry, sweetie, you're both still young. The pair of you are brimming with potential and possibilities. You can be whatever you want to be, and I'm confident that whatever happens, things will work out.
Okay, you're right. I'll try to be a little more considerate towards Mackenzie's feelings. Thank you.
Take care of yourself, sweetie. I look forward to hearing from you again.
I will. You too. Hey, Mackenzie, what's going on? I just heard from your friend Anastasia. You didn't show up for today's mock exam. Is everything okay? Are you sick?
Yep, I didn't go.
Why not? What's going on?
It's fine.
It's so not fine. Are you going to tell me what's going on or not? Anastasia was so worried about you. You didn't even message her.
She doesn't need to worry about me, so chill out.
Excuse me?
I'm not going to college. I'm gonna find a job as soon as I graduate high school, just like you did. I can't bear the idea of making you suffer so much by doing all that overtime to put me through college when I'm not even that interested in going.
What are you talking about? I'm not suffering, Mackenzie. I'm doing it because I want to. How many times do I have to tell you you don't have to worry about me?
If I go to college, you'll have to shell out even more money. So much that it'll make the private lessons I've been having all this time look like a drop in the ocean. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars here. I can't have you throwing all that money at me on my conscience. I want you to stop living for me and start living for yourself. Spend your money on you for a change.
No way. You're going to college. I already sent your tuition fees. Aunt Petunia told you, didn't she? About how I finally got done saving and sent her the money? You're ready to enroll, sis. That's why everything you just said is nonsense. Your college fund is a done deal, dealt with, past tense. I don't have to live below my means now. And I don't have to do crazy amounts of overtime anymore. I can live for myself, just like you said.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Huh? You don't know? Hang on a second. Have you still not heard? Aunt Petunia said that she told you the other day.
I haven't heard anything. Besides, she's the one who's always telling me to stop being a burden on my big sister. She says all I bring you is suffering.
Huh? What the hell? No, really? What the hell?
She constantly harps on at me about how I need to get a job, how what I'm doing is wrong, and that I can't spend my life leeching off of others. She said if I went to college, you'd have basically no life of your own for the next few years, 'cause you'd always be working to look out for me.
That's not true at all. I found work and saved up your college fund as quickly as I could, precisely, so you wouldn't think you were a perpetual burden on me. Anastasia told me something else too. She said you want to be a vet. Well, you can't be a vet without going to college, so you absolutely have to go.
I didn't say I wanted to be a vet. Ugh. Who does she think she is? She doesn't get to decide my future. I just said I thought it might be a cool job.
I think so too, Mackenzie. If anyone can do it, you can. You're the smartest person I know. You can't give up on your future like this. But wow, I can't believe your aunt would say all those things to you. I wonder what the hell's gotten into her. Actually, she told me recently about how you were considering dropping the college idea and finding a job straight out of high school. She said she thought I should be more considerate towards how you felt.
She did? Interesting. It's almost like she's been trying to stop me going to college.
Right? The fact she didn't tell you that I sent you your college fund after finally getting done saving up the money is even more worrying. No way! Is Aunt Petunia planning on stealing the money?
Surely she wouldn't. That's crazy talk. I'll go ask her.
No, don't. Wait. You should ask Uncle Derek first. But even then, you need to be discreet. Don't let on you anything. Come to think of it, it's not impossible that Derek's in on it too.
I don't think he'd do that. It wouldn't make sense. Uncle Derek's always trying to encourage me to go to college.
Good point, you're right. But do you at least understand now? That you have nothing to worry about even if you want to go to college.
But what if Aunt Petunia already spent my college fund?
If that's really what's going on here, I'll make sure she pays back every last cent of it. It's the last thing I do. No matter what crap she tries to pull, she will pay it back. Aunt Petunia, where are you right now?
Huh? Now? I'm out right now.
Please, could you come home?
Huh? Why? Is everything okay?
I'm at your place right now.
Oh, you are? I do wish you'd have told me you were coming. I would have prepared you some coffee and cakes. I'm really sorry, sweetie, but I'm on my way to a concert right now. It's my favorite singer, and I've been looking forward to this for such a long time. I'm sorry to let you down, but I won't be back until this evening.
No, you need to come home immediately.
What are you talking about? Don't you think you're being a little selfish here? I already bought my ticket. This is pretty much the only thing I've had to look forward to all year. Vivian, is everything all right? Is there something you want to tell me?
The only one being selfish here is you. You bought that ticket with Mackenzie's college fund, didn't you?
Huh? Excuse me? I really have no idea what you're talking about.
I just had a look through your closet. It was full of more expensive designer goods and music merchandise than I've ever seen in my life. You could open a store with all the crap in here. Not only that, but you hid it all away covering it up with old bed sheets so your husband Derek wouldn't find it, didn't you?
You've been rummaging through my closet without my permission? How dare you?
I got Uncle Derek's permission.
He gave you permission? Does that mean he knows?
Yes, he agreed to let me have a look around because he wanted to know where you were getting all your money from. I gotta admit, you did a pretty good job of keeping the wool over everyone's eyes all this time. Me and Mackenzie were told our mom and dad left us behind $35,000 in inheritance money, but the real figure was $70,000, wasn't it?
No, Vivian, you've got this all wrong. Looking after you two cost a lot of money, you know.
Are me and my sister really that expensive? Let's make a liberal estimate and say it costs you $400 a month each to look after us. You only look after me for a year, which would come to $4,800. The 5 years Mackenzie will have been with you, when she graduates high school comes to a total of $24,000. Even assuming you had all sorts of extra costs on top of that, if you started out with $70,000, you should easily have at least $35,000 of it left.
But, Vivian, please, hear me out. You have no idea how expensive raising girls can be.
I started sending Mackenzie a monthly allowance as soon as I left home and started working. She's proven more than capable of getting by on that. Sure, you may have bought her little things like candy and taken her out to eat every now and then, but whatever it comes to big purchases, I made sure she made them with money I'd sent her to reduce the burden on you as much as I possibly could.
But, Vivian, you have to remember I took the both of you in during your time of need. Taking in 2 girls, one in junior high and one in high school, is a huge commitment. Are you really going to hold this against me after everything I've done for you?
And guess what? It didn't come to anything near what you're saying.
I took you both in on a moment's notice. Surely it's only right that I get to keep half of the money as a fee for my troubles.
I'm not even saying you shouldn't get to keep a little something for yourself. You took on something most people wouldn't. But why didn't you just say that that's what you wanted from the start? We would have probably let you have some of it, if you'd just been honest with us. Oh yeah, and what about Mackenzie's college fund? You know, that freaking enormous sum of money I've been saving up forever since I started working? Where did that go? It hasn't been seen since I sent it to her bank account.
Oh, that? Well, it's not like it's all gone or anything, but,
Where is it then?
where? I have it stashed away somewhere safe and sound, of course.
I asked Uncle Derek if he could look for it, but he said he couldn't find it anywhere despite practically turning the place upside down after doing some digging. I managed to find the traces of what you did with the money I gave you.
Vivian, I'm so sorry.
So you admit it then? That you stole and spent my parents' inheritance money and the money I spent years saving up so my sister could go to college? That's why you're trying to encourage her to find a job instead of going to college, isn't it?
I felt awful about what I was doing, but as soon as I started spending the inheritance money, I just couldn't stop. Things I just wanted seemed to keep appearing one after the other. First it was a bag in a shop window, then it'd be a restaurant for an advertisement on TV, then a pamphlet about luxury holidays showing up in my mailbox.
You're the worst. It wasn't.
Vivian, please forgive me. I'll do anything. I'll give back your sister's college money. I'll see to it that my husband comes up with it somehow. Huh? Me? By myself? Wait, but that means I'll have to get a job. No, I can't. You wouldn't force your poor old aunt to go out and work, would you?
You should know that Derek said that divorce isn't off the table.
Oh my God, but why? Sure, so maybe I did use a little more of your inheritance than I should, but you two are like daughters to me. I think the world of you.
Is this how you treat your daughters? Geez, I wouldn't want to be your enemy. You may have deceived us, but you know what? That isn't even what hurts the most. Because the feeling of being betrayed by someone you should be able to trust more than anyone in the world hurts a hell of a lot more. It makes me question everything. Was all the kindness all a ploy to get your mitts on our inheritance all along? We'll never know now, because we can't trust another word that comes out of your mouth.
I'm so sorry. I want you both to know how very sorry I am.
You could apologize a million times over, it still wouldn't bring the money back. Forget your empty words. If you're genuinely sorry, how about you show us by finding a job and getting to work on paying it back? You should know that I've been speaking to my grandpa on my dad's side. You know, your dad, he said he wants you out of his life, and that if he never hears from you again, he'll be a happy man.
What? But where am I supposed to go if Derek divorces me? I'll have nowhere. I'll be on the streets.
You're a grown adult. How about you see your brain and come up with a plan by yourself? Your position is a damn sight better than mine and Mackenzie's was when we lost mom and dad as teenagers. I'm sure you'll figure out something.
Vivian, please, won't you just hear me out? Listen, I'll forget all about tonight's concert and come home right now, and we can all talk this through together. My husband might be angry and talking about divorce now, but I just know he'll come around and help me come up with the money somehow once he calms down.
I wonder, will he really? I do think it's best for you to come home early, though. Uncle Derek left work early to come back when he found out what was going on. Not only him, but my grandparents on both sides of the family came over on short notice too. If you really think the world of me and my sister, and if you really think of us as your own daughters, you'll do your best to understand our feelings and undo the damage you've caused by working with us to come up with an affordable repayment plan. After returning home, Aunt Petunia was fiercely condemned by virtually the whole family in a chorus of righteous indignation and forced to explain her actions. It started out with the misappropriation of mine and my sister's inheritance money, which, despite being a hefty sum, was no match for her boundless greed, and soon disappeared. After that, desperate to continue her spending spree at all costs, and clearly feeling no shame or remorse, she began using Mackenzie's college fund instead. It was plain for anyone to see that her only motivation was the selfish compulsion to satisfy her unquenchable desire for luxury and extravagance, which meant that naturally she didn't have a single ally or sympathizer, family or otherwise. Eventually, too disgusted with his wife to carry on, Uncle Derek decided to divorce her and cut her out of his life for good. After taking a chunk of her assets after her misdeeds came to light in divorce court, he paid me and Mackenzie back the inheritance his ex-wife had stolen from us in full. As for Mackenzie's college fund, Petunia's dad was kind enough to give his wayward daughter her inheritance early, providing she agreed to promise to pay us back what she owed immediately. Once Petunia's family had their assurances, me and my sister would get back what was ours. They said their goodbyes and vowed never to speak to her again. Upon finding out, she burst into tears in a desperate fit of hysteria, yelled, "But how am I supposed to live now? I'm not going to pretend I feel any sympathy for her." I hope she thinks of her new life of loneliness and isolation as her just deserts for betraying her nieces. But with the amount of hours she's going to be working, I doubt she'll have the time. I'll always be thankful for her taking us in back then, but unfortunately, the shock and sadness of what she did far outweigh our feelings of gratitude. If I can avoid it, I'd rather never see her again. It's difficult to admit, but I feel that some responsibility lies with me. I let her deceive me with her smooth talking because I was so naive and unassuming. It didn't occur to me that someone I was supposed to be able to trust might be capable of betrayal. She taught me a valuable lesson about the world, and I plan to take much better care of my finances from now on. Me and my sister had a heart-to-heart once everything had calmed down. It turns out she actually had her sights set on a certain college all along, and with the air clear of our aunt's lies, she decided to enroll. The college she picked happened to be a 20-minute train ride from my workplace. Woohoo! When I told her I wanted her to move in with me, she burst into tears and gave me what felt like the biggest, tightest hug of my life. Now she's working her butt off for her high college finals to make sure she gets the grades required to get into college. Uncle Derek has been great throughout all this. He said Mackenzie could live with him until she graduated, so she's staying with him for the time being. That we're still his #1 priority, despite the fact he just went through a painful divorce, really says a lot about his character. He's a rock, and we'll always appreciate him. Thanks, Uncle Derek. We may have been betrayed by our scheming, deceitful aunt, but we were fortunate enough to be surrounded by a far greater number of loving and supporting family members. We'll never forget how they had our backs in our time of need, and we'll always be grateful, never taking their kindness for granted. I can hardly wait for Mackenzie to move in with me next year. We're gonna have the time of our lives.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, Jenny, I just got done with work. I'm about to head home. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna put my feet up and watch the game with a nice cold can of Peeps Light.
Glad to hear it. You must be relieved. I'll start getting your supper ready.
You don't have to do that, but thanks, I guess. Is Nia still awake?
Sorry, hun. She went to sleep a little while ago. Let's face it, though. She'll probably get woken up when you get home and start making a racket.
No way. I'll be extra careful to make sure I don't.
Why go out of your way?
I feel bad if I woke my little girl up. Anyway, forget that. Did you go out and get those divorce papers like we discussed earlier?
About that. Are you and I really gonna get a divorce? Please think this through, William. Nina's still in kindergarten. Sure, maybe we said some things we might not have meant when things got heated, but does that really mean we have to divorce?
You and me both know we're not getting a divorce because things got heated. Shall I take that as a no? I didn't get the divorce papers?
Yes. I mean, why would I? I don't want to get a divorce. I know if I did go and get them, you would have had your signature on there before the day was up.
Yeah, of course I would. That's what I said I'd do, ain't it? I thought that you were with me, that this was the only option we have after what happened. What's with all the hesitation all of a sudden?
I wouldn't go as far as saying I was with you.
Look, Jenny, I really don't want to start this up again, but you're the one in the wrong here. You do know that, right?
Of course I do. I know it was wrong of me to cheat, and I'd never try and deny that. But that's no reason for us to get a divorce straight away. I can't help but feel like you're being kind of horrible to me.
You just said it yourself. Nia's still in kindergarten. How can you say I'm being horrible when you're the one who cheated on me despite the fact that we have a little girl? You're right. One of us is horrible, but it sure as hell ain't me.
I know that, and it's not like you don't have a point. But you do know I already cut the guy out of my life, right? We'll never see each other again for as long as we live. Doesn't that show you I regret what I did? Isn't there any way we can still make this work? Won't you find it in your heart to give me another chance?
If you really understood me or cared about what I was saying, even if it was just a little bit, you wouldn't have the nerve to ask me for another chance. The fact that you're even capable of this makes it blindingly obvious how lightly you look on what you did. I could never bring up our daughter with someone like you.
Oh my God, are you really gonna divorce me?
How many times do I have to say it? What will it take for you to get the hint? I have no intention of forgiving or forgetting. And I sure as hell have no intention of giving things with you another try. Nothing you could possibly say to me will ever change that.
Wow, I see. So it really is over between us, huh? Fine, point taken, I accept it. There's nothing I can do to stop you divorcing me. But I won't let you take custody of Nina. She's mine. If you accept that, I'll accept the divorce.
What planet do you think I'm gonna go along with that? It's not happening, plain and simple.
I gave birth to her. Why should I let you take her away from me?
You're delusional. That's the only conclusion I can make if you actually think I'm gonna let the woman who cheated on me raise my daughter. There's absolutely no way I'll ever let that happen. You may as well just give up now.
But Nina's my daughter.
Yes, and she's also my daughter too. Whatever, just forget it. The discussion is pointless. Let's just stop before things end up getting out of hand again, okay?
Stop?
It's your fault things came to this, Jenny. I loved you like no other. You must have loved me at one point too, otherwise you wouldn't have married me.
Of course I love you, but why are you saying all this?
What's the point in fighting and causing a big dramatic shit show? It's pointless. I'd have to be a moron to get dragged into anything like that at this stage.
I mean, I guess I understand how you feel.
The divorce is already a foregone conclusion, and nothing you say will change that. But equally, Nia will always still be our daughter, and nothing will change that either. So why end things with an atmosphere of hostility? You know we'll only end up with a bad taste in our mouths. Not only will it not accomplish anything, but it'd be awful for Nia to have to put up with us at each other's throats. We do have to do this, but that doesn't mean it has to be difficult.
So what, I'm just supposed to keep my mouth shut and accept the divorce even though that's not what I want?
Geez, Jenny, you make me sound like some kind of dictator. It's not that I'm willing to compromise on some things. It's just that my mind's made up on the divorce. I know you'd understand if you tried putting yourself in my shoes for 1 second. Accept it and work with me on this for our daughter's sake.
Compromise? What does that mean? Do you mean you'll let me have custody? Or that you'll rethink the divorce?
I don't know how many times I gotta say this, but that ain't happening. I mean, I'm willing to compromise on stuff like child support and let you have regular meetings with her if you work with me on the divorce.
Wow, you are really dead set on this, aren't you? You're seriously gonna divorce me and try taking my baby?
Chill out, Jenny. You need to calm yourself down before you get worked up again. Remind yourself again what you did to me. This is how anyone will react. In fact, scratch that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would be losing their shit with you right now. I think I'm being reasonable, all things considered.
Fine, I understand.
If you mean it, I'm pleased. I'll head out and grab the divorce papers tomorrow. Let's sign them and get this whole thing over as quickly as possible. Jenny, where are you? I went out to grab the divorce papers. I'm back now, but I can't find you anywhere. Did you take Nia out shopping?
No, I took her back to my parents' place with me.
What? You took her to your parents' place? Now of all times?
Yes, now of all times. Relax, hothead. She's fine with me.
Relax? What the hell do you think you're playing, taking my daughter without permission like this? Bring her back right now.
Get screwed, jerkwad. The moment we got home, you'd be in my face going on and on about the divorce like the broken record that you are. Like hell am I coming home to that?
You can't do this. Wait a sec. Didn't you say you understood before? I thought we reached an agreement. Why would you act like this?
I just meant that I understood where you stood on things. I did not mean that I planned on going along with it.
God, Jenny. Will you just stop being such a petulant child for once in your damn life? You're the one who cheated on me in the first place. Are you forgetting that minor detail? You have no right to try and stop us divorcing after everything you've done. So it's about custody of Nia?
Make no mistake, William. I'm not doing this to stop the divorce. Plus, I don't want to have to give you a big fat compensation payout. I couldn't even begin to be able to afford something like that.
Jesus Christ. Is this really how you think? Just when I thought it wasn't possible to be any more disgusted with you. You never cease to amaze me. Do you have any conception of right and wrong?
Of course I do. That's why I'm willing to go ahead with the divorce, on the condition that I decide what happens with custody of Nina and the compensation. That's all you have to do to get the divorce you're so desperate for.
I told you this yesterday, but I said there were things I was willing to compromise on.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Not custody of my daughter and the compensation you owe me, that's for heckin' sure. That said, I had no intention of asking you to pay me child support. And I was planning on letting you stay in contact with Nia. Is that not enough for you?
I don't need you to compromise on that crap. I was obviously never going to let you stop me from seeing my daughter. And there was no way I was going to pay you child support in the first place. If you think I'm going to get on my knees and worship you like some saint just because you say you'll throw me a couple of breadcrumbs, you've got another thing coming, you arrogant douchebag. There's no way I'm coming home now. Naturally, I can't sign the divorce papers if I'm here at my folks' place.
Are you really not coming back? Do you plan on keeping Nia there with you?
Of course I do. As long as you insist on being stubborn and pig-headed, this is just going to have to be the way things are. If you don't like it, then I suggest you start seeing things from my perspective. 'Cause until you do, I ain't moving.
Fine, have it your way. I really didn't want to have to do this, but you just forced my hand.
Do what?
Take you to court.
What? Court?
Yes, court. First of all, for the divorce, but also for the custody of Nia.
No. Just hold on a second. Why do you have to make such a mountain out of a molehill? This is ridiculous.
It's just a divorce. If it's just a divorce, then why do you have to make it so goddamn difficult? You're the one making me do this, Jenny. I have no intention of backing down on the divorce or the compensation. If this is your attitude, then you leave me no choice. You said it yourself. You won't budge unless I fold and let you get your way.
Sure, I might have said that, but that's no reason to start making threats.
Oh, what's this? Backing down now, are we? Make your freaking mind up, woman. Jeez. Surely you must have been ready for me to take you before a judge when you decided to take Nia without my permission. Don't tell me you actually thought I was just gonna lie down and do nothing.
I just wanted you to start seeing things from my point of view for a change. Court was the last thing on my mind. How was I supposed to know you were gonna start threatening me?
Well, hopefully you understand now that if you continue with this moronic stunt of yours, there will be consequences. If this makes its way to court, you have no chance of winning.
Fine, let's just forget about it then.
You agreed when I talked about avoiding anything that would leave us with a bad taste in our mouths, right? If you quit it with this ridiculous, deranged behavior and start reasoning with me like a fully grown adult that in spite of behavior, you do physically appear to be, then I won't take you to court.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and so you should be. Anyway, I don't have any days off work until the weekend. You can keep Nia until then. But after that, you're done with her. Do I make myself clear?
William, please. You can't expect me to go along with this.
You don't have the option to refuse at this point. Whether you agree or not makes no difference to me. This is the result of your actions. You either accept that or you fight in vain and pay the consequences. Don't forget that this divorce is your fault. You did this, Jenny. You and no one else. Hey, Jenny, how long do you intend on ignoring my messages? I told you I'd be coming to pick up Nia today. But you knew that, didn't you? You could at least reply to me.
William, this is Jennifer's mother. I owe you an apology. I see my daughter hasn't been replying to your messages. I'm sorry, dear. You deserve better.
Huh? Is that Jenny's mom? Why would you be messaging me from Jenny's phone? Where's Nia?
That's what I messaged you to talk about. So I take it you're aware Jenny brought my granddaughter with her to mine and my husband's house?
Well, yeah. I heard from Jenny. But she hasn't messaged me at all since then, and she won't answer my calls. Is she there with you? Are my wife and daughter safe?
I'm so sorry to have to be the one to break this to you, William. But Jenny and Nina are no longer with us.
What? No longer with us? What's that supposed to mean? You mean they left your house?
You and her had a falling out, didn't you?
I guess you could say that. I think a falling out might be a little bit of an understatement, though.
I knew it. I could just tell by looking at her that she was stuck in her own head ever since the moment she got back. I knew she was fretting over something, I just couldn't get her to tell me what.
I'm sorry to interrupt you here, Petunia. But what exactly did you mean when you said Jenny and Nia aren't with us anymore? Besides, why would you even be messaging me from her phone in the first place? I don't mean to be rude, but you didn't answer me.
William, you might want to sit down for this. Listen, the two of them were involved in an accident last night. Her phone was given to me afterwards.
What? An accident? What kind of sick joke is this? Cut it out right now.
William, please, this is not a joke. I understand this is difficult for you, but you have to believe me. The two of them, they're...
They're what? Petunia, my wife and daughter safe or not? Stop being vague and tell me what the hell is going on right now.
I'm sorry, William. You're right. I'm just not thinking straight right now. Fine, I'll just tell you. Jenny and Nina are dead. Please just forget about them.
Seriously? You better not be making this up.
Like I'd ever do such a thing. It's the truth, William.
I see.
I understand how difficult this must be for you, but you have to forget about them and move on. I know they'd both want you to keep moving forward and focus on enjoying your life.
I understand. You're right. I can't wallow around in the dumps forever. I have to get on with my life.
That's the spirit. I just know that's what they'd both want.
All right, that settles it then. Don't worry, Petunia. I'll be over at your place before you know it.
Huh? Wait, what? Why?
Are you serious? No, you're just acting weird. I'm Jenny's husband and Nia's father. We should all be together to comfort each other at a time like this.
Sure, I understand why you'd want to do that, and it's not that I don't appreciate the thought. But I can assure you, me and my husband will get through this together. But didn't I just tell you to forget about them and move on?
Even still, it's hardly like I can just snap my fingers and be done with it. I still have their funerals to think about. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't go.
I'm pleased you feel that way, William. I really am, but we've decided they won't be having a funeral.
Huh? Why would you do that?
Well, how to put this? It's just that Jenny never really was the type to want everyone kicking up a fuss over her. She'd feel uncomfortable with the idea of all that money being spent and all those people going out of their way to come just for her sake. Me and her father just got done discussing it. It wasn't an easy decision, but we decided we won't be holding a funeral.
Maybe that's what you and your husband decided, but what about me? I still want to give my wife and daughter a proper send-off. They're having a funeral. I have a duty as a husband and father to see to it that they get a proper send-off.
Oh, just give it up already. We're her parents and we're saying we don't want to. If you want to talk about duty, you have a duty to respect our wishes and drop this matter at once.
That's not what you said before.
Huh? What are you talking about?
You said it yourself. Remember? When you said that if anything ever happened to Jenny, you'd give her the most amazing jaw-dropping funeral there ever was because you love her more than anything. Obviously, you never wanted it to happen or thought it would. But somehow we got onto the topic when we were all having a drink together one night a few months back. Don't tell me you forgot, because I sure as hell didn't.
No, really, dear, what is this nonsense all of a sudden? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd never say such a thing.
I played along with this little game of yours for long enough. It's time to drop the act. This is Jenny, isn't it? You're not fooling anyone.
I don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about, dear. Jenny is dead. I just told you, didn't I? How many times do you have to make me say it?
Even if she did die in an accident, why would her mom be messaging me from her phone? None of what you're saying adds up.
I told you I'm Jenny's mother, which makes me your mother-in-law, in case you forgot. Your attitude is despicable, young man. I can't believe you'd speak to a grieving mother like this, you monster.
Boring. I said you can drop the act already. Are you done yet? Your mom sat next to me right now, by the way.
Huh? Next to you?
Yes, next to me. Nia's with us too. Where did you abandon her to go off to?
Why would my mom be with you?
Oh, look, does this mean you finally dropped that ridiculous act of yours?
What's the point in pretending if my mom's there with you? Forget that and answer my question.
It would appear you told your parents you went to their house to escape from me. Unfortunately for you, neither of them believed you for 1 second.
They didn't believe me?
I know this might sound weird coming from me, but your parents have a lot of respect for me and they trust me a lot. So they were naturally going to think it was strange when you turned up at their house claiming I was so horrible you had to take our daughter and make a dash for it.
What the hell is this crap? You mean they believed you over me, their own flesh and blood? I'm their daughter, goddammit!
It's not that they didn't believe you. It's just that they have a lot of trust in me. So instead of blindly accepting your lies, they called me to find out what was really going on.
So what, they blindly accepted your lies instead? Is that how little faith they have in their own daughter?
You say that, but unlike you, I told them the truth. Your story was not only absurd, but it was full of contradictions. If you were to try pulling such a crazy stunt, you could have at least tried to come up with a convincing story.
Why wasn't it convincing?
You died? Get real, Jenny. It takes less than 5 minutes to confirm whether that's true. You wouldn't even fool me temporarily with that bullshit. Did you seriously think I was just going to forget about you and my daughter and go on with my life like nothing happened?
What choice did I have? Desperate times call for desperate measures. You were threatening to take my daughter away from me. Not only that, but you were going to make me pay compensation too.
Allow me to remind you for the 7 billionth time that you are the one in the wrong. It's only natural I'd want to take custody of Nia and get compensation after what you did to me. Your mom and dad have no reason to cover for you either.
Oh my God. You mean I have no allies in this thing at all?
Exactly. You've got some nerve to run off with my daughter. You can't keep running forever, Jenny. Just give up already.
No! If this is how you're gonna be, I am never coming home. Is that what you want?
Fine by me.
Huh?
Nia's back home with me now. That's all I wanted. We can take care of the divorce in court. You can stay away and never come back for all I care.
Oh my God. Do you really mean that? You'd actually take your own wife to court?
If you won't come back and sign the papers, then I won't have a choice. Didn't I just tell you? You can't keep running forever. Either face responsibility, or it will come and find you. My patience for you ran out a long time ago, you sick, deranged woman. You've been acting like a spoiled kid this whole time. But we're gonna settle this like adults, before a judge. Mark my words, you're done screwing me around. This ends now. After begrudgingly accepting her fate, Jenny made the walk of shame back to her parents' house. When she arrived, she was made to sign the divorce papers under their cold, unforgiving glares as large beads of sweat dripped from her brow. With that, not only did I finally get the divorce I've been waiting so long for, but I also won custody rights over Nia and received a hefty chunk of compensation from my now heavily debt-ridden ex-wife. In addition, I decided to file for the child support I previously planned to let slide. I guess you could say I changed my mind because of all the hassle she put me through with her twisted games. I had also planned on holding off on driving her to the depths of financial ruin and despair out of respect for her parents. Once they gave me the green light to take her for everything I could, there was nothing stopping me, and so I filed a request with the court. They also very kindly promised to see to it that I get every cent of what she owes me by overseeing her finances and ensuring that there are no delays with the payments. To add insult to injury for the now destitute Jenny, her parents warned that if she hasn't paid every cent of what she owes me by the time they write the will and decide on her inheritance, it'll all go to me instead. Something tells me she's going to be working real hard to see to it that I get what's mine from here on out. Me and Nia are enjoying post-divorce life together happily while getting by with the support of her grandparents. But having the support of Jenny's parents, even while I'm super grateful for it, doesn't necessarily always mean things are going to be easy for us. Being a single dad can be tough. And it's my sworn duty to give my all to provide my daughter with the life she deserves. Let's do this!
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, Clint, what will you be rustling me up for dinner later?
Sorry, babe, it's looking like I'm not going to make it home on time tonight. I hate to ask you this, but I'd be grateful if you could make something for yourself.
What? You spring this on me now? If I knew you weren't going to cook my dinner, I'd have gone out to grab something with one of my girlfriends. Why couldn't you tell me this earlier?
Well, there, chill. It's cool, okay? I'm only going to be 2 hours late at most.
Oh, that's all right then. I guess I'll just wait around doing nothing for 2 hours, shall I?
That's not what I'm saying. I just don't think it'd hurt to cook for yourself every now and then. It's not like I stay behind late at work often. I'm the only one who ever cooks these days.
I have a headache today. I'm not in the mood to cook.
Didn't you just say you wanted to go out for food with a friend?
Why do you have to try and find fault with everything I say? The bottom line is I don't feel well today and I ain't cooking. If you're gonna be late, then I'll have to order takeout.
Takeout again? Seriously?
You leave me no choice. Even if I was in a fit state to cook, there are no ingredients in the fridge.
I'm pretty sure there's some meat and vegetables left in there.
Well, those aren't the ingredients for the kinds of meals I cook. I can't make a decent meal with the stuff in there.
You said you'd take care of everything at home when you became a stay-at-home housewife, Nina. What happened to that? You haven't cooked a meal in months now, and you barely even lift a finger when it comes to housework. I'm not asking you to do everything, but I'd really appreciate if you could make just a little more effort to keep things running smoothly at home.
But I did the laundry yesterday.
Yeah, only after I had to practically beg and plead with you for 20 minutes. If I hadn't said anything, it'd all still be piled up there in a basket.
Jeez, Clint, do you have any idea how stressful and demanding it is to be a stay-at-home housewife? I'm busy.
My point is that you're not doing your job as a stay-at-home housewife. What exactly are you busy with? Look, forget it, Nina. I'm tired of this crap. Either start pulling your weight at home or get a part-time job. Ain't no way I'm slaving away at the office 6 days a week to come back to a dirty house to cook for you when you barely even do anything. It takes two to tango and you ain't even trying.
Oh my God, what happened to you, Clint? I feel like you turned into a different person when we got married. You're so bossy and strict now.
Bossy and strict?
Yes, bossy and strict. Do this, do that. It's boring. Change the record already. You were never like this before.
That's because you suddenly stopped doing anything around the house as soon as we got married.
Oh, shut up, Clint. You make it sound like I do nothing at all. Why are you so horrible to me? Who do you think you are talking to me like that? I don't deserve this. I'm trying my best here. If you wanted a wife who did everything around the house, then why didn't you marry someone more homely? It's not fair of you to pile on all these expectations on me. What about what I want? If you're so unhappy, then break up with me and find someone to be your stay-at-home house slave, the housewife. Oopsie, silly me, I misspoke.
Don't be so dramatic, Nina. I don't want to break up with you. I wish we could work as more of a team. I feel like I'm going at everything alone here.
Button that, asshat. I'm sick of your preaching. I'm gonna go out for a while.
Huh? What? Where? I thought you had a headache.
I do, but it'll get worse if I stay in this house for a second longer. I need a change of atmosphere. I'm going to eat out.
Fine. Try not to be back too late, okay?
Don't tell me what to do. I have no idea when I'll be back. I'd rather not see you right now.
Why do you have to be like this? I'm not telling you to do everything around the house. I just want you to try a little harder. Like before, you know? Remember when you used to help out with things? That's all I'm asking.
God damn it, Clint. Do you think I'm dumb? I heard you the millionth time ago. Don't message me until I'm home. I don't even want to think about you. I am so sick and tired of your shit, it's unreal. I married you because I thought you were kind. I had no idea you were this much of a domineering control freak. You say I've changed, but if you can't see that you turned into Mr. Hyde as soon as we got married, then I don't even know what to say to you. How about looking in the mirror before getting on your high horse and pointing the finger at me? Ugh, what's the point? Screw it, I'm just gonna come out with it. It's official. Our marriage has failed.
Nina, where are you right now?
What does it matter to you?
I need you to come back to the house as quickly as you can.
Nope, not happening. I'm gonna go eat out with my friend now.
Are you sure they're just your friend?
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm not the only guy you're in a relationship with, am I?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I can't believe this. Is constantly being on my back about the housework not enough for you? Now you have to accuse me of cheating as well? You disgust me. Do you get off on this or something?
You know, I've known something was off about you for a while now. You're constantly going out and your spending's out of control.
Is it any wonder when the house is such a stressful place to be? I wouldn't be able to keep going if I didn't have some way to blow off steam.
I saw the transaction history on your credit card. You've been staying at a hotel a few times a month, haven't you?
Don't tell me that's the proof behind your ridiculous allegation. Pathetic. You're clueless. Girls' parties at hotels are in vogue these days.
Since you mention it, no, that's not all. I have photos of you and him.
Huh?
Look, Nina, I get that you're not happy with how things are between us, but I'd rather you spoke to me about it before going off and cheating on me. We could have worked through this if you had just opened up to me about what was bothering you. Now? There's no going back. We're done. It's time we got a divorce. I need you to come home so we can talk about how we're going to do this.
You serious? You actually want to divorce me?
What point would there be in carrying on now? You and me both know we'd be deluding ourselves if we thought we could ever go back to how things used to be. Look, I need to talk to you about the divorce proceedings, okay?
Fine. I'll speak to you. But I want to see this proof of yours actually exists first. We can talk after I'm satisfied with that.
Does that mean you'll come home?
That's what you're ordering me to do, isn't it? I haven't done anything wrong. If I find out you're lying or trying to fake evidence, I'll take you to court and you'll have to pay me compensation for the emotional distress you're causing me. Clint, I'd like a word with you.
Morning, Barbara. This wouldn't happen to be about Nina, would it?
Yes, it would. So you're aware of why I'm messaging you then?
Yep. Nina didn't come home yesterday. So I think I've got a pretty good idea. I'm sorry it came to this.
Why, do you really think this all goes away with an apology?
No, I don't think that. But this was the only way.
The only way? You've got some nerve. My daughter told me you hit her. I hope you don't think you're getting away with this. You two are getting a divorce. And mark my words, you will be taking full responsibility for what you did.
Huh? I hit her? What are you talking about? I'm the one with the bunch of broken bones.
Excuse me?
Wait a sec. I thought you messaged me because you're angry about me divorcing her.
No, you asshole. I'm angry about you domestically abusing and injuring her. What kind of sniveling low-life coward raises his hand against a woman? You're despicable, you vermin.
Oh my God, what the hell has Nina been telling you?
She told me things haven't been going well between you two lately. She told me that you hurt her yesterday. You lost your temper and punched her square in the face in the middle of an argument, didn't you?
No, that's not true at all. Nita's making it up.
Are you accusing my daughter of lying? You do realize I saw what you did to her when she came to my house in floods of tears yesterday.
If she had any injuries, then she inflicted them on herself to make you believe her.
What the hell did you just say? Good Lord, you're sick.
Barbara, just wait. I understand that you're angry, but please just slow down for a second and listen to me. The argument we had yesterday was because I confronted her with proof of her affair. Yes, voices were raised and things did get very heated. But I never hit her. I never have and I never would.
An affair? My daughter is having an affair?
Yes. She rushed at me all of a sudden in an attempt to snatch the proof out of my hand, probably so she can get rid of them. Of course, in spite of that, I didn't hit her. But she was totally out of control. She grabbed a frying pan off the kitchen side and started swinging it around like a maniac. Eventually, she got me on the floor and was straddling my chest. She started pounding on my closed hands as hard as she could to try and get me to loosen my grip on the SD card with the proof of her affair on it.
No way, with the frying pan?
Yes. She crushed half the bones in my hand into bits and pieces. It's such a mess. The doctors don't even know if I'll ever have normal use of it again. I don't even remember how many breaks and fractures I have.
My daughter, my Nina, did that?
Yes. There's no doubt about it. I have a medical certificate if you don't believe me.
But what about Nina's injury? She had blood pouring from a big cut in her forehead.
After snatching my phone, she tried to destroy the SD card with the frying pan. But she was swinging it around like such a deranged lunatic that she cracked herself in the forehead by accident due to the momentum on the way back up.
What the? Oh, this sounds more like a comedy sketch than real life. I'm struggling to believe you here, Clint.
I understand that. Don't worry, I'll show you the proof.
Fine, I'll reserve judgment until I've seen this proof of yours. It's your word against hers right now. And her forehead is a mess.
All right. Is she with you at your house right now?
Yes, she turned up on the doorstep out of the blue last night. She was exhausted. She's still asleep now.
I'm sorry to have to ask you this, Barbara, but I need you to keep this conversation between us quiet from Nina for the time being.
That's fine by me. She said she blocked your messages anyway. But I couldn't forgive you for raising your hands against her. So I took it upon myself to message you.
I get that. I'm sorry to trouble you like this, but I need you to come and meet me. This isn't the kind of thing I can send through message, so I want you to come and see it in person with your own eyes.
Clint, when are we getting divorced?
The sooner the better, I hope. You cheated on me and pulverized my hand into little pieces with the frying pan when I confronted you about it. I'd have to be insane to want to stay with you a second longer. Any love I had for you was gone.
Pulverized your hand? What the hell are you talking about?
You pounded the crap out of it in a rage with the frying pan yesterday because I couldn't let go of the SD card full of proof of your affair you were so desperate to get your hands on. I had an x-ray at the hospital. It's broken in over a dozen places.
That's bullshit and you know it, Clint. You messed up your hand when you punched me in the face. I just got a medical certificate from the hospital. I hope you know that you'll be paying me a mountain in compensation for the domestic abuse you subjected me to when we divorce. You really messed up this time.
Compensation? I see. So that's your endgame. Now everything makes sense.
You're not seriously denying that you flew into a rage and punched me in the face when I said I wanted a divorce, are you? What am I saying? Of course you're lying through your teeth. You were always going to deny it.
I flew into a rage? Me? Are you serious? You were so out of control, it's a wonder the house is still in one piece. Were you really so desperate to destroy the proof of your affair that you hospitalized me over it?
Proof of my affair? What affair? I don't know what you're talking about. Stop talking crap and own up to what you did. Is this how desperate you are to protect your precious nice guy image? You are so warped, it's terrifying.
So now you're denying the affair too?
Clint, I think you should see a psychiatrist. You're starting to sound crazy. It looks like you hate me so much, you can no longer distinguish between fantasy and reality.
The only one who needs to see a shrink here is you pathological liar.
What? You really are committed to trying to paint me as a liar, huh?
You're really sure of yourself, aren't you? Ask yourself this, Nina. Do you really think I'd keep the only copies of the evidence on a single USB stick?
What's that supposed to mean?
The stuff on that drive was just a copy of the original. I have copies of it on every other device I own, not to mention the ones I uploaded to my Peeps drive online. Plus, the private investigator who took all those photos in the first place still has everything they gathered on you.
What? You hired a private investigator to follow me?
Of course I did. I hardly had any time to do it myself with my work schedule.
Show me the rest of this so-called proof, then. I know you're probably just trying to scare me into backing down.
Why? You want me to show you it so you can break my other hand while trying to wrestle it from me again? Let me make this crystal clear. No matter how many copies you manage to steal or destroy, there will always be more.
Clint, please, why do you have to get so angry over a measly affair? Please, just calm down.
Who wouldn't be angry after what you did? A measly affair. Really?
You have to understand, I was lonely. All you ever did since we got married was pester me to do housework. If ever I didn't do it, even for just a few days, you started bossing me around and making thinly veiled threats. I thought if you really loved me, the housework wouldn't be an issue. Fine, I admit it. Maybe I did start sulking and slacking off on the housework because I was unhappy with how things were between us. Is that really such a crime?
Are you somehow trying to use this as justification for your...
It was just stress relief, that's all. The guy I went to the hotel with, I found him online. He's an escort. I guess you could say it's his job to spend time with lonely, dissatisfied women like me. If you think about it, it wasn't even really an affair. How could it be when there are no feelings involved? Guys do stuff like that all the time. Why is it so wrong when I do it?
Oh, look, more bullshit excuses. I know he wasn't an escort, so you can drop the act already.
Huh?
Why even bother lying? I told you I hired a private investigator. He's not an escort. He works part-time at a local bar. I know all about how you both made fun of me when you were together, too. All I am to you is a weak-willed loser with no backbone whose only value is to give you money.
I never said that.
I have a recording of the conversation. I can't believe you're so brazen you'd have a conversation like that about me right out in the open. You must have been convinced you were untouchable. You really are a moron.
I was just humoring him. He was the one who started it. I didn't mean it. It was just a joke.
We used to split the household duties fairly before we were married. But the moment we tied the knot, you completely changed. It's like you went from the girl of my dreams to the stuff of my worst nightmares overnight. All I ever was to you was an ATM, wasn't I? A convenient tool to be used and manipulated to put food on the table and keep a roof over your head while you lazed around doing nothing. Something tells me that you wouldn't last long even if you did make a go of it with your bartender friend.
No, stop this, please. You've got this all wrong, Clint.
Which part am I wrong about? You tried painting me as the perpetrator of an injury you inflicted upon yourself. Do you have any idea how damaging accusations like that can be for a guy? You even tried extracting compensation out of me based on your lies.
But it's true, you really did hit me. If it's divorce you want, then you have to make things even and give me my compensation. I'll report you to the police. Is that what you want?
Go ahead. I hope they do a thorough investigation. You're the only one who'll get arrested, though.
What?
I installed a camera in the living room before you came over to talk yesterday. You always did have a habit of throwing things at me and getting violent if you didn't get your way. I figured I needed an insurance policy in case you tried to pull any funny business, so I recorded the whole thing from start to finish. It's all on camera. You charging at me in a rage, tackling me to the floor, straddling me, trying to pry the USB drive out of my hand. And finally, pulverizing it with a frying pan. Oh, and not to mention the part where you accidentally hit yourself in the face amidst the chaos of it all.
You're lying.
Oh, no, I'm not, Nina. I just got done showing the footage to your mom. She admitted you were in the wrong and apologized to me.
What? My mom? You showed my mother?
Yes, in fact, we're together right now. She broke down in tears when she saw what happened. She promised to make you take responsibility for what you did, no matter what.
Clint, I'm sorry.
What's the point in apologizing now? Too little, too late.
I was in the wrong, but I can change. I swear I can. I'm ready to turn over a new leaf. I promise to serve you and only you as your dutiful, loyal wife for the rest of my life. Please just give me one more chance.
A chance? Wait a sec. You're not actually trying to change my mind on the divorce, are you? You wouldn't be that crazy, would you?
Come on, Clint. It's not like I did what I did because I hate you or anything.
You broke most of the bones in my hand. I can hardly just forget about it and carry on like nothing happened.
But I won't ever do anything like that again. I swear I won't. I swear on my life.
You can apologize as much as you like. My feelings about you aren't going to change, Nina.
I'm sorry. I took you for granted because of what a nice guy you are. The truth is, I was actually thinking about doing the housework the whole time. It's just you're so nice. I thought you'd let me off even if I didn't. So the less hardworking side of me won out.
Listen, Nina. Sure, I won't deny it. The housework thing bothered me. But you and me went past the point of no return when you charged at me with a frying pan and beat my hand to a pulp. The fact that you tried to pin a self-inflicted injury on me in a bid to destroy my reputation and make me destitute in a court case, it's just the icing on the cake.
But I told you I'll never do anything like that ever again.
Talk is cheap and I don't believe you. You scared me. And it's as simple as that. You betrayed me and launched into a violent attack when I confronted you about it. You're nothing more than a criminal to me now.
A criminal? Oh my God, Clint, don't even say that. I thought you were a nice guy. Listen, I'll be good to you like I was before, I swear. I promise I can change, just trust me on this one. Please just don't abandon me. You're all I have. I married you because it's you I want.
Yes, I know I'm your favorite ATM, Nina. I'm actually disappointed in myself that it took all this time for me to realize you were taking me for a chump. All I could feel for you now is hatred and disdain. I couldn't muster up the urge to treat you with kindness again if I tried with every fiber of my being. My love for you is gone and I want a divorce. If you're so unhappy about it, then break up with me. Those were your words, were they not? Nina insisted that she wouldn't go along with the divorce for as long as she could. But thanks to the intervention of her mom, Barbara, who was absolutely livid with her, I got my divorce and received the compensation I filed for in full 1 week later. I also filed a report with the cops about the frying pan incident, and the next day, she got taken away in the back of a patrol car. The cops didn't pursue charges because it was her first offense and happened within the home. But the incident will remain on her file forever. Apparently, she used the time she spent in police custody to reflect on how she got herself into such a mess. Word of the affair got out to Nina's lover's parents, and when I filed for compensation against him, they completely flipped out, drove over to his place, and stuffed him into the car, kicking and screaming in an absurd spectacle in front of the whole neighborhood. Last I heard, his and Nina's relationship had fallen apart, and he was under house arrest at his folks' place in the countryside. As for Nina, she lives with her aunt who runs a pumpkin farm, working the fields 7 days a week. Almost all of her wages go on paying back the debt she owed her parents since they paid all of the compensation she owed me. A letter from Nina came in the mail the other day. In it, she apologized for everything she'd done and admitted to being an idiot. And you know what? Part of me thinks she actually meant it. In any case, I immediately tossed it in the trash where it belongs and carried on about my day while continuing to not give a solitary heck about her. You hear about marriage failing all the time, but I never thought mine would be over in less than a year. It sure as hell beats the alternative, though. If I had forgiven her for what she did to me and decided to give things another shot, my life would have probably been as good as over. I don't feel anything for her at all anymore. But I do at least hope she changes her ways so that no one else gets hurt as a result of her outrageous behavior. It's been just over half a year since the divorce now, and I'm finally starting to feel like my old self again. Tell you the truth, it was the worst year of my life. And at one point I didn't see any light at the end of the tunnel. But now, thanks to the support of my amazing network of family and friends, things are finally looking up. I'm determined to treat them with the kindness they've showed me, and show my gratitude for them being there to help pull me out of the hole when I needed them the most. Life's full of ups and downs. Sure, I've been through my fair share of downs, but who hasn't? I'll never let that stop me from keeping a positive mindset and moving forward with my life. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, and I know for sure that my best days are still ahead of me.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Mom, I'm pregnant. Excuse me? The doc said I'm 4 months gone already. I didn't have a clue. Can you believe it? Whoa. Just slow down a sec there, Kelly. You can't be serious. Is this some kind of April Fool's? You're pregnant? Who's the baby daddy? My boyfriend, duh. Since when did you have a boyfriend? This is the first I've heard of it. Wait, no way. It's not that Trent guy you were seeing before, is it? Yep, Trent's the daddy. But I thought you two broke up. He said I was the girl of his dreams and that he'd do anything to make it work with me. How could I refuse an offer like that? Besides, I'm not as young as I used to be. It's about time I started thinking about getting remarried and settling down for good. But, Trent, I don't want to insult your boyfriend here, sweetie, but what happened to all that stuff you told me about him when you two broke up? You know about him being lazy and ambitionless. You told me he didn't even have a steady income. How's he going to support a household hopping around dead-end minimum wage jobs? Did he finally get his act together? Is he working somewhere long-term now? Ugh, god damn it, Mom. Can you at least wait 5 seconds before launching into attack mode? He said he'll get a more stable job when the baby's born. Do you believe him? What was it you said about him before? That he was just drifting about aimlessly while relying on others to keep him afloat like a good-for-nothing bum? I really don't want to insult the father of your baby here, Kelly, but what am I supposed to think after you told me that? You told me he was constantly begging for money from you. You already made the mistake of marrying one lazy bum. Do you really need another one in your life? Please think this through carefully. So what are you proposing I do? Get an abortion? Kelly, oh please, I didn't say that. Have you told Beth? Yes, actually I have. Beth knows. Want to know what she said? That if her mommy's happy, she's happy. At least there are some kind people in this family. You know, she'd love having a baby around to play with. She'll be the best big sister in the whole world. I just can't go along with this. I don't want your life to get even harder than it already is. Besides, I thought Beth was scared of Trent. Doesn't he have a short temper? The thought of him flipping out and shouting at my granddaughter? Oh. Jeez, Mom, don't be such a drama queen. She's not scared of him, she's just not used to guys, that's all. Trent doesn't shout, his voice is just a little louder than most people's is all. Of course your happiness is important, sweetie, and I want you to be happy more than anyone in the world. Of course I do. But shouldn't Beth come first? She's still only 10 years old. Children are very sensitive and vulnerable at that age, and we have to think about the environments we put them in very carefully. Won't you at least rethink this for her sake? Beth wants me to be happy, and that's final. Besides, think about it. If I'm happy, I'll be in a better place to make her happy, right? I don't think it's quite as straightforward as you're making out. So what, you think a miserable mom is gonna be there for her kids as much as she needs to be? I know you know that makes no sense. A happy, fun-filled life for me means a happy, fun-filled life for my children. I'm not saying I don't want you to enjoy life, Kelly. But can you seriously tell me you think that's possible with a guy like Trent? And I'm seriously telling you that I am pregnant. I'm not telling you that I'm planning on having a baby. I'm telling you there's one already in my belly, and it's 4 months old. We have no choice but to get married and raise it together. I'm not opposed to you having the baby. Me and your father will be there to support you as much as you need us to. Whenever you need us to, of course we will. Won't you please just reconsider marrying Trent one last time? If you decide that's really what you want after rethinking it, I promise to say no more on the matter. Yeah, whatever. I'll think about it if that'll make you happy. But I feel how I feel, and no amount of thinking will change that. Sure, I admit it, it wasn't always sunshine and rainbows. Me and Trent might have been through a few rough patches together. But it's just like the old saying goes, Wait, how did it go again? What doesn't kill you makes you... What doesn't kill you makes you stronger? Yep, that's the one. Which is why I think we're gonna be stronger than ever this time around. We're gonna raise this baby together and no one is gonna stop us. I admire your optimism, sweetie, but I hope you'll think this through carefully. I'll have a word with your dad soon. I have to let him know that you're pregnant. Great, thanks. Be careful moving around, okay? You're looking out for 2 now. And I hope Beth will be your first priority when you make your decision. Don't make her endure anything she's not comfortable with, or treat her like an afterthought just because you have another one on the way. I want you to remember you can always call me or your dad if you're struggling with anything. And I mean straight away. Jeez, Mom, would you give it a break already? You're like a broken record. I get it. I'm heading back to work. Catch you later. Hey, Kelly, I'm gonna head over to your place tomorrow. Do you need me to bring anything? Do I need you to bring anything? Of course I do. Mary ran out of diapers, not to mention the baby milk shortage going on in this house right now. Oh yeah, not to forget groceries. I need you to bring me some pancakes, frozen pizzas, 2 loaves of bread, and a box of canned tuna. Can't you ask Trent to get those things? Trent's working away until next month. I'm on my own and I'm struggling. Is it any wonder when he doesn't have a steady job? You'd think he could at least go out of his way to be around to help out with things when his daughter was just born. He went away to work just like he promised he would, for crying out loud. There is nothing he could do for you to be satisfied with him, is there? Give him a break. Sheesh. He said he's gonna save up so he can buy me something fancy for working so hard giving birth to Mary. Is that so? Well, that reminds me, you 2 still didn't get married, did you? Nope. Why? What do you mean, why? What happened to all that stuff you were saying about tying the knot and making a serious go of it when you told me you were pregnant? Did you change your mind? Why would you care? You hated the idea of us getting married back then. Did I change my mind? Right back at ya. Sure, I wasn't exactly enthusiastic about it, but I figure if you're committed to trying your hardest to make it work, then you may as well do it properly and go all the way. There are all sorts of financial benefits to getting married, and if you're going to be running a household together from here on out, it just seems like the sensible thing to do. Listen, Mom, here's the thing. Me and Trent actually talked this through. Think about it. Don't you see how raising the girls as a single mom is more convenient than getting married? Wait, do you mean by getting government handouts meant for single mothers? Bingo! Besides, if I got remarried, the child support payments from my ex-husband would take a huge cut. Or would he have to stop paying completely? In any case, the bottom line is I'd be screwed. We're not getting married, and that's final. I have to go it alone. It's the only way. Anyway, haven't you heard? We live in a feminist world now. I'm a strong, independent woman, and I don't need no man. Well, I do, but the government doesn't need to know that. Kelly, please, surely you know this is wrong. If you get found out, you won't just lose the money, you could go to jail. Good thing I won't get found out then, huh? Oh my God, Kelly! I never raised you to act like this. That money is for people who are actually struggling to make ends meet. If Trent's going to be out working and sending money back for you all to live on, how on earth can you be on single mother benefits? This is plain wrong. Whoa, get a load of Saint Mom over here. I always hated how self-righteous you are. Everyone knows all single moms do this. It's practically an open secret at this point. How about you just get off my back for once? I don't need you whining at me about every little thing. You'll never get away with this, Kelly. It won't work. I suggest you start thinking your life decisions through more carefully. Do you seriously think the government will let you get away with stealing money from hardworking taxpayers? They have ways of checking people's finances, you know. Sheesh, just button it, would ya? Me and Trent don't even live together. Yeah, that's right. When you think about it, I am actually, technically speaking, a single mom. As far as the government's concerned, he still lives with his mom and dad. Plus, he's away on his own for work right now. I'll be telling your dad about this. What? No, you can't. He'll be an even bigger pain in the ass than you are. The only reason I told you is because I thought I could trust you, but it looks like I was dead wrong. Would you really betray your own daughter? I wish I never told you. You're nothing but a miserable, petty old hag. I want you to promise me you won't apply for any government assistance you're not entitled to. It's wrong, and I refuse to look the other way. Me and your father won't be around to help you anymore if you go through with this. Fine, whatever. You win, I promise. Happy now? Will you and Trent get married when he comes home? I want you to raise your daughters as a proper family. Wow, this is like so rich, Mom. You couldn't stomach the idea when I first told you. Are you schizophrenic? How am I supposed to know where I stand with you when you change your opinions like you change your underwear? The situation is completely different now. If Trent's finally working a stable job and the two of you are committed to living together and bringing up those little girls as a team, then of course I'm going to see things differently. Jeez, Mom, I just gave birth. Would you mind not nagging at me like a frickin' broken record for once in your goddamn life? I'm sick of your incessant whining. I'm worn out from spending every frickin' waking hour with Mary, and the last thing I need is you picking fault with everything I do. I am so not in the mood for this. If all you're gonna do is preach at me, then I'd rather you didn't bother coming tomorrow. I'm coming. There's no way you're capable of keeping on top of taking care of the girls and doing all the housework at the same time in your current state. Oh, no, you don't, Mom. You don't get to make that decision without my say-so. This conversation is over. And you don't get to decide to cancel on me when I'm already on my way to the supermarket to buy your groceries. Look, Mom, I'll do what you say, okay? I just need you to give me a little time. I'm tired and I don't have the energy for this. If you don't stop with all these ridiculous demands, with all the nagging, with the constant complaints, and with the never, ever stopping to think about my feelings, I'll stop you from seeing Beth and Mary. Right, I see. Fine. I won't say anything for the rest of the week. But starting next month, I need you to start thinking seriously about everything we've been discussing. I already said I would, didn't I? If you'll excuse me, I have to put Mary to sleep now. See you first thing tomorrow morning. Grandma? Can I ask you a favor? Huh? Beth, what is it, sweetie? It's not like you to message me at this time. I know. Wait a sec. It's a weekday today. Shouldn't you be at school? Why are you messaging me at this time? Is everything okay? Yep, I'm fine. I'm taking the day off school today. Why is that, sweetie? Are you sick? Are you okay? No, I'm not sick. I'm fine, really. Then why are you taking the day off school? Did something happen? Nope, I messaged because I wanted to ask a favor. Grandma, can I have $10? $10? Why? What's wrong, sweetie? I need to buy milk for my little sister. We ran out already. What about your mother? Where is she? Didn't Trent come back from his work placement yet? Sure he did, but they went out somewhere together. Mom hasn't been home in a long, long time. Huh? She hasn't been home? No, they said they were going on their honeymoon. That's why I'm looking after Mary. You mean they left you on your own? When was this? 5 days ago. Is that why you're not in school? Because you're looking after your little sister? Yes. I haven't been to school ever since they left. That's why I messaged you. She did leave me some money, but I used it all up already.
Mary's milk ran out yesterday, and I didn't know what else to do.
Oh my, I see. Right, got it. I'll be there in a heartbeat. Hold tight, sweetie.
Wait, Grandma, Mom said me and Mary weren't allowed to see you. I'm sorry, but please, could you just leave the $10 on the doorstep and go? I don't want Mom to be mad at me.
Beth, listen to me, sweetie. You don't have to suffer through this alone anymore. You need help, and I'm going to help you. And you don't need to worry about your mom getting mad with you. I promise I won't let her do that, okay?
But won't they both lose it if they come back and find you here?
Don't you worry one bit. Even if they do, I'll protect you no matter what. Me and your grandpa are heading over to the house as we speak.
Okay, I'm so sorry to trouble you like this, Grandma.
Trouble? Oh, don't be silly, darling. You're not troubling anyone. You and your sister are my precious grandchildren, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. I love you more than the world itself, Beth.
Grandma, please, I can't take it anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't.
Beth.
I hate Mom and Trent. I hope they never come back. I hate them. I never want to see them again.
Beth, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I should have realized something was wrong. I should have been there when you needed me, but I wasn't. Me and your grandpa have failed you.
No, you didn't. You and Gramps didn't do anything wrong. I know how you always try to help me by getting mad at Mom for all the stuff she does. It's not you, it's her. She's the bad one in all this.
Beth, am I right in thinking you don't want to carry on living with your mother?
Yes.
Say no more. Starting today, you're going to live with me and your grandpa. I'll never let your mom do anything horrible to you ever again. I promise. I'll protect you. We both will, no matter what.
Okay. I'll live with you. I promise I'll always be a good girl, and I'll do my homework, and I'll do chores. I'll even help with looking after my little sister.
Oh, Beth, you're the best granddaughter I could ever hope to have. Don't ever hesitate to tell us if you want anything once you're here. Me and your grandpa are going to spoil you rotten. You won't have to spend your life suppressing your true feelings for a moment longer. Kelly? Where the hell did you and Trent disappear to? Mom? God damn it. Didn't I tell you to keep your interfering nose out of mine and Trent's business? Things are finally going well between me and him since he came back from his work placement. The last thing I need is you messaging me with your bullcrap like this all the time. I am so sick of it. I don't want to hear the endless nitpicking of a miserable, petty old hag like you. Have you still not been home? Huh? What? You forced your 11-year-old daughter to look after her newborn baby sister to go on holiday with Trent. Yeah, that's right, I know. Words can't describe how disappointed I am with you. I know now beyond a shadow of any doubt that you're not fit to be a mother. Huh? Wait a sec. Did Beth rat on me? She didn't rat on anyone. She asked me for help. They're the same thing. That sniveling brat. That kid is the worst. The worst? No, Kelly. You are the worst. On what planet is it acceptable to force an 11-year-old to look after a newborn baby? Beth's still a child herself. Give me a break, Mom. She'll be moving up to middle school next year, you know. Having her look after her little sister for a little while me and Trent relax and decompress is hardly a big ask. Jeez, why do you always have to make such a big deal out of everything? You make it sound like I killed someone. Why you gotta have this stick up your ass all the time? Take a chill pill already. She's been on her own for nearly a week, but you only left her $20. She's been voluntarily starving herself just so she can afford to buy milk for Mary. I shudder to think what might have happened to them if she didn't reach out to me. Did you even stop to think about the consequences of this before you two waltzed off on a honeymoon? Well, nothing did happen, did it? They're fine, so quit whining. We were planning on coming back tomorrow anyway. Is that really all you can say? You disgust me beyond words. You're not fit to be a mother. Why would you think I care what you think of me? You can say whatever you like. But I'm not the only one who thinks so. Beth said she never wants to see you again. Wait, what? She said that? No way, you're lying. I am not lying. Beth's always super sweet and kind to me. She wouldn't say anything like that in a million years. She's not super sweet and kind to you. You just think she is because she complies with your absurd, borderline abusive demands because she's scared of what might happen if she doesn't. She was so terrified that she covered for you out of fear of what you might do if you thought she told me about how you'd been treating her. Which is why I thought everything was fine between you this whole time. I thought she was happy. But the truth was she was just enduring it so you wouldn't get mad at her. She hates Trent and she hates you. I'm Beth's mother. You speak like you're the authority on this, but I know her better than anyone. Do you seriously believe that? You know, this would be comical if it wasn't so terrifying. You don't know her at all, you deluded child abuser. Me and her went to Child Protective Services together. She told them about everything you did to her. What? You ratted me out to CPS? What the hell did you tell them? Oh, I don't know, about the reality of her daily life under your care, maybe? Forcing her to do all the housework would be bad enough on its own. But the fact you pretty much made her act like a mother to her newborn baby sister makes it all that much worse. You and Trent never lifted a finger. To make matters worse, the only thing you let her eat was convenience store bread. What's wrong with that? She gets free lunches at school. And you think that makes it acceptable to force her to survive on 2 slices of bread a day? You have the parenting skills of a sack of potatoes. It boggles my mind that you actually think this is an acceptable way to raise children. Me and your father will be looking after them both from now on. We're cutting off the money we've been sending you every month to help raise the girls, too. We'll also be taking over as the beneficiaries of the child support payments from your ex-husband. Whoa, just hold on a sec. What? You have no right to do any of this. Who do you think you are? Stop it. You can't steal my babies. My kids are important to me. Give them back. If they were that important to you, you wouldn't have disappeared for a week to go on vacation while leaving them to desperately fend for themselves in a constant state of fear and starvation. Beth and Mary are nothing but sources of income for you. That's not true. Okay, how about we give you $1,000 a month? I wonder if that might sway your decision in letting us take custody of the kids? What? You'd give me that much for them? Every month? That's right. We'll raise them ourselves. All you have to do in return is promise you won't ever try to see them. Well, if you put it that way, I suppose I'll consider it. Wow, you are unbelievable. You're happy to abandon your children the moment you think there's money in it for you. Wait a sec, was the offer you just made me a lie? Of course it was. I just wanted to see how you'd react, and surprise, surprise, it turns out you're just as selfish and greedy as I thought. I know exactly what you think of your children now. You tricked me. Who the hell do you think you are? Ugh, I hate you, Mom. You try to paint me like some kind of villain, but you just freaking lied to me. Your own daughter. Don't you see any problem with that? As soon as we get back, I'm reporting you to the cops for kidnapping. Do as you please. You'd be the one who'd get arrested. Huh? But I have legal custody of them. They're my children. Just because you're my mom doesn't give you the right to steal my kids. Didn't I just tell you we spoke to Child Protective Services? As usual, you only listen to things you think will benefit you in some way. I'm in touch with the local authorities, and they're already fully aware of the situation. There are several ways this could end depending on how you choose to respond, but me being arrested isn't one of them. The only one who'll be in trouble when you get home is you. In trouble? What's that supposed to mean? All that'll happen is the girls will live with you and Dad at your place. Fine, whatever, have it your way. You're delusional if you think you're getting off the hook that easily. I told them about you lying about being a single mother to fraudulently receive government handouts. I suggest you start preparing yourself for the hell that's about to rain down on you when you get home. It's time you started making up for what you've done. What? Oh my God, what the hell have you done? You're supposed to be my mom. Do you take pleasure in making your own daughter suffer? Not in the slightest. But as your mother, I do have a right to take responsibility. To free my poor grandchildren from the living hell you've been subjecting them to. Me and your father won't be around to help you anymore from now on. No matter how much you struggle, no matter how hard life gets, you won't get anything from us. We are cutting you out of our lives forever. Cutting me out of your lives? Please, just hold on a sec, Mom. You can't just spring this on me out of nowhere. Out of nowhere? If you think this came from out of nowhere, then I think you need to see a shrink. Besides, you planned on keeping us at a distance anyway, didn't you? When Trent came home from his work placement, you got angry about me calling you out on your scheme to defraud the government by pretending to be a single mom, didn't you? You're the one who told Beth she wasn't allowed to see me anymore. Mom, listen. All this stuff about CPS and benefit fraud, did you really tell them what you're saying you did? No way, you wouldn't. You're just using it as a threat to scare me, aren't you? Are you bluffing? You wouldn't really intentionally try to destroy your own daughter's life, would you? I wasn't trying to destroy your life. All I did was tell the truth. How am I supposed to live now? I won't be able to get by if the payments stop. I need that money. That money was only ever supposed to be for the girls. The fact that you were relying on it to make ends meet is concerning. If you're struggling so much, then get a job and work for once in your life. Or at least have Trent pay the bills. You're the one who said he was ready to take work seriously now. The only reason he agreed to go on the work placement this time around was to pay for our honeymoon. He said he wants to rest up a while now because he's exhausted from working so much. That was the first job he'd had in months. You can't expect him to just jump right back in at the deep end when he's not used to it. Looks like it's gonna fall on you to keep a roof over your heads then, huh? I have to warn you, though, it won't be easy. You'll have the fraud fine to pay soon, not to mention the potential jail time. Potential jail time? What? Just wait a second. No, you have to go back and tell them it's not true or my life's over. I swear I'll give up on custody of the girls. You can have them. But I promise I'll never do anything stupid again. But please, I'm begging you to undo this stuff about fines and jail time. It's too little too late, Kelly. You know, I somehow tricked myself into believing that no matter what an idiot you could be, you'd never do anything to hurt your own children. How tragically wrong I was. Beth's been enduring your horrendous treatment for longer than she can even remember. I'll never forgive you for abusing and neglecting my granddaughter. Abuse, neglect? No way, that's just not true. I let her take baths when she was dirty. I even cooked for her. The portions might have been small sometimes, but I let her eat, and that's the truth. Wow, well done, sweetie. Do you want a medal? If you think letting your daughter take baths and eat food is what being a mother is about, then you're delusional beyond redemption. Do you have any idea how much you made that poor girl suffer? Even if we say, for the sake of argument, that you kept her body in something resembling a healthy state, what about her emotions? What about how she was feeling, her happiness? She was downright miserable living with you. Mom, please, I'm sorry, okay? I apologize for everything. I'm really, really sorry. I can't even tell you how sorry I am. I'll never believe another word that comes out of your mouth. Me, your dad, Beth, Mary, we don't need or want you in our lives anymore. The only thing you care about is yourself and your own happiness, and screw everyone else. Why would we want anything to do with someone as twisted as you? This is the last time you'll ever hear from me. Congrats, sweetie. You got what you always wanted. You won't have to put up with this petty old hag endless nitpicking for a moment longer. See ya. Before long, Kelly was facing criminal charges for benefit fraud and lost custody of the girls. Me and my husband became their new legal guardians, and now they live with us. Things between her and the work-allergic Trent were looking rough at one point when she got arrested. But once she finally started working in a desperate attempt to bring some money in after realizing the gravity of their situation, they reconciled. Last I heard, he's living completely off my daughter's dime. She messaged me in distress one night saying she wanted to break up with him, but I told her there was nothing we could do for her and that was the end of it. Apparently, Trent has a serious drinking problem and even started getting violent with her lately. I'm so pleased we were able to pull Beth and Mary out of there before either of them got hurt. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about Kelly. I mean, she is still my daughter, but realistically, there's nothing I can do for her. She's the one who chose to be with a guy like Trent, and now she's the one who'll have to pay the price. I'll never forgive her for what she did to my grandchildren. I vowed never to help her again, no matter what, so she has no choice now but to stand on her own 2 feet and fix her problems by herself. I count my blessings every day that I was able to rescue my grandchildren from the hellish situation she was subjecting them to. Bringing up 2 little girls isn't easy at the best of times, let alone for me and my husband as we approach our 60s. But one thing's for sure, we intend to make up for the fact their mom isn't around by showering them with the love and affection they didn't get from her, and then some. Fortunately, some of the neighbors whose kids flew the nest a long time ago offered to help the girls when they heard about our situation, which we gladly obliged. I guess you could kinda say we're raising the girls as a neighborhood now. You often hear about how communities are dying these days, but not around these parts. We often joke with the neighbors about how we prefer 20th century parenting techniques. Beth seemed a little shy and nervous around us at first due to the shock of all the change she went through. But she's finally coming out of her shell now, and I dare say it even developing a mischievous streak. There's no doubt living in constant fear of being shouted at by her mom contributed to her timidness. But with a little patience and a lot of determination, we've made it our mission to give her back what was taken from her. Me and my husband also made some changes of our own. Now we eat more fruit and vegetables than a pair of gorillas, and exercise every single day because we're determined to be as fit and healthy as we possibly can to give our amazing girls the childhood they deserve.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Mom, sorry for the sudden message. Can you look after Mia for a while at your house? It's an emergency.
Sure, but for how long to be exact? What's going on?
I want you to look after her until her summer break ends. It's a long story.
So is she staying over for about a week? We don't mind at all about having Mia stay at our house, but what's going on? Is everything all right? Are you having some problems? You could always depend on your mother.
Actually, I had a fight with Christine. It's a pretty big fight this time. She really was furious and told me she'll no longer take care of Mia.
Did Christine really say that? She's not the type to abandon her child. Theo, what did you mess up this time? How come she's so mad at you?
Why are you always on her side? No, it's not my fault.
Because Christine is a wonderful wife who's even kind to her mother-in-law. She also takes great care of Mia and cherishes her a lot. You should be grateful that she agreed to marry you. If she told you that she'll abandon her daughter, you must have messed up really badly this time.
Believe me, I didn't do anything wrong. It's actually because of Mia. She's the reason. Christine is exhausted from looking after Mia.
Huh? Why? She never complained about it before.
Mia has been hanging out at her classmate's house often since her summer break started. At first, it wasn't much of a big deal. But then, Christine started getting calls about how Mia was not behaving properly when she was over at her friend's house. Some of her friend's parents even forbid her to come over now because of her problematic behaviors. We're having a hard time disciplining Mia.
They're forbidding her from visiting their house? What did she do? Is she that bad?
Well, for example, she waits in front of their house like a stalker from early in the morning, and sometimes even eats from their fridge without asking for permission. She never listens no matter how many times we try to tell her to stop. We're really trying our best, but nothing seems to work.
I never knew Mia was such a problematic child. She used to be an understanding child. I think I understand why Christine is exhausted looking after Mia. She sounds hard to deal with based on what you told me. Did Christine receive phone calls from their parents complaining about Mia's behaviors? Is she dealing with them all alone?
Yeah, every day. She doesn't let me answer the calls. She's apologizing on her phone every single day at this point. I really want to help her somehow. So I thought that it might be best to separate Christine and Mia for a while so that she can take a break.
I don't know what's wrong with Mia. Is she in her rebellious era? How can she act so inappropriately? She's not the type to rebel like this. She usually listens to what we say, doesn't she? From what I saw, she was a really good girl.
I'm guessing she's doing it on purpose. She knows what she's doing. My guess is that Mia looks down on Christine. You know, Christine isn't really strict. She's also gentle when she gets mad at Mia. Mia thinks Christine can't stop her from doing what she wants.
I don't think that's exactly the case, but we'll figure it out. We'll overcome this together as a family. Well, I think I have a pretty good idea about what's happening within your family now. You can leave Mia with me. She can stay over as much as she likes.
Thanks, Mom. Really appreciate your help.
Oh, don't. You can always depend on me. I'm your mother. Both your father and I love to spend time with our granddaughter, too. We're willing to do anything for her. But her problematic behavior at her friend's house does bother me a little, and I can't deny that I'm a bit disappointed. Should I try talking to her about it when she comes over?
No, I would rather you stay silent about it. I actually don't want you to ask her about what's been going on recently.
Are you sure? I might be able to help.
Thanks, but you don't have to do that for us. She's been getting scolded a lot by her friend's parents, and we've also been pretty strict to her recently. She must be tired too. I want you to act naturally so she can relieve some of her stress while she stays over at your house. I think that might help her calm down a bit.
Okay, I'll just be my usual self then and pretend like I know nothing about it. Is that what you want me to do?
That would be really helpful, thanks a lot. And it would be great if you can pay close attention to her and see if she's doing okay. Maybe check on her emotional state once in a while.
All right, I get it. I'll take good care of her, so don't worry.
Thanks. I'll stop by at your house with Mia later.
Okay, make sure you bring the necessary things for her sleepover. Take your time.
Mom, thanks for looking after Mia this week. Christine is really thankful about it too. We can't thank you enough.
Don't worry, I had a lot of fun spending time with Mia. She's really growing up. So, how is Christine doing? Is she feeling better?
Yeah, she's feeling much better now, thanks to your help. She got to take a break and relieve some of her stress.
Theo, I haven't contacted Christine at all this week. I think she might be worried. Should I at least tell her how Mia's been while she's been staying over at our house? I wanted to contact her multiple times to give her an update about Mia, but I didn't want to stress her out during her break. If she's feeling better, I might text her.
You don't have to text her. I already told her what you told me about how Mia was like when she was staying over at your house. There's nothing to worry about. And Christine doesn't know that you're aware of what's going on within our family right now. She thinks it's a private matter.
What? Really? You haven't told her?
It's a pretty sensitive topic about our daughter. I thought she might not want her mother-in-law to know about her family problems. I bet she doesn't want anyone to know that she's tired of taking care of her own child. She wants to look like a good mother in your eyes.
Well, it might be hard for her to say, but that doesn't mean she should keep everything to herself. She could always ask for help. As I told you, your family can always depend on me. I'm willing to take care of Mia once in a while if that helps. We're glad to have her at home.
You know, Christine can be really sensitive sometimes. She gets nervous and loses confidence easily. She doesn't want to cause trouble to other people, including you, Mom. It's just the way she is. If she gets to know that you're aware of her situation, she'll feel really ashamed of herself and feel even more stressed out. So, I hope you can leave her alone for the time being. I bet she'll contact you when she gets better.
If you insist, I won't argue with you. I hope she feels better soon. But honestly, I want Christine to depend on us more when she's going through a hard time. We're always here for her. I heard her father passing away when she was young, and her mother also lives far away. She doesn't have any relatives who she can rely on living nearby. I want her to think of me like her real mother and rely on me when she needs help. Theo, I'm guessing you've been making Christine do everything around the house, saying you were too busy with work. You could have helped her out before she reached her limit.
I should have been a more supportive husband. I regret not realizing it earlier. But I promised myself to help her as much as I can from now on. I want to support her as her husband. I'll take better care of my family. You can trust me on this.
Yes, please do so. I bet Christine was pushing her limits and exhausting herself with the workload at home.
I know now.
If she gets stressed out like this again, I can invite her over so she can recuperate for some time. Of course, Mia is always welcome at our house as well. Please tell Christine that I'm always willing to help. And for you, Theo, don't make her suffer from stress and check on her mental state, okay?
Yep. I won't let this happen again. I'll do better next time.
Support her better so that you'll realize before she reaches the limit. If that's hard for you, come and ask for help before she collapses from stress. It only takes about an hour by car to get here. I think we're pretty dependable, don't you think? I'm your mother, and I think of Christine as my real daughter, too.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mom.
I heard from Mia that her school starts tomorrow. She's been through a lot during summer break, so don't forget to support her and listen to what she has to say, okay? Let's be patient and overcome this together.
I regret scolding her so frequently for the past few weeks. She must be stressed too.
Yes, you should be. Scolding your child isn't always the solution. It's important to spend quality time with her, listening to what she has to say. Bond with her so that she can comfortably ask for help when she needs you. She was a good girl when she was staying over at our house, so I don't think it's a big problem. She never tried to leave the house or acted in a weird way from early in the morning. I guess it'll pass soon. If her problematic behavior continues after school starts, you can bring her over again. Taking a break at her grandparents' might calm her down.
Okay, I'll do that. You've really been a great help. I'll also persuade Christine to depend on you when she needs your assistance. I'll text you again soon, Mom. Thanks again for everything.
Yes, you can always depend on me when you need help. And I'm also worried about Mia. She's my precious granddaughter. It might be hard for you too, Theo, but I hope you can overcome it with your family. Hello, is Mia at your house right now? I just saw some texts you sent me. I'm sorry for my late reply. I couldn't use my phone for a while. Christine? I think you owe me an explanation about what's going on. What happened to Mia? Mia came to visit us alone in this pouring rain. I think she walked here. I don't even want to think about how long she's been in the rain. And she even had a really high fever. Her body was burning when she arrived. I called my son, but he didn't pick up my calls. And Mia told me you weren't home as well. I had no idea what was going on. Is Mia okay? Is she safe? How's her fever? Yes, she's doing fine. We just came home from the hospital. She got a checkup and the doctor said it was not a big deal. Her temperature is gradually going back to normal. She took her medicine and is sleeping right now. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. It's all my fault. It's all because of me. Christine, I don't want an apology right now. I want an explanation. What happened? Why didn't you reply to my texts? I fainted while I was working my part-time shift. So that's why I wasn't able to text you until this late. I just woke up at the hospital. You fainted? Are you not feeling well, Christine? Yes. The doctor told me I was overworking. I haven't had enough time to take some rest. I never knew your part-time job was so exhausting. Are you okay? My part-time job itself is not that hard, but I have multiple jobs. So I think that's why I've been so tired these days. I barely have enough time to get some sleep. You have multiple jobs? I didn't know you had so many jobs. Why are you working so hard? Are you struggling to make ends meet? Please, please help us. We are in desperate need of help. What? I'll tell you everything. I'll be completely honest with you. So please, don't believe what my husband told you. What's wrong? What did Theo do? I'm going to get divorced with Theo. Both Mia and I can't be with him anymore. We'll never be happy with him. Please, I'm begging you, please save us from this misery. Please, please. Christine, calm down, okay? Don't worry, I'll listen to everything you want to tell me. By the way, where are you now? I just left the hospital. Okay, stay there. I'll have my husband pick you up. Come over to our house, Christine. Let's have a chat here. There's no reason to rush, so calm down and relax, okay?
Mom, are you still awake? Sorry, I was at work and couldn't check your text. I just came home from my office. So, why did you call me? Something wrong, Mom?
Your daughter visited us soaking wet in the rain. She walked here in the pouring rain. How long do you think it took her to get here? How dare you leave her alone when she had such a high fever?
Calm down, Mom. My wife was supposed to be looking after her. How come Christine was with Mia? I can't skip work, you know. I have work to do. Oh, is Christina complaining again about being tired and all from looking after Mia?
Stop lying to me, you stupid son. You were supposed to take care of Mia, weren't you?
Wait a minute. Calm down, okay? Today's a weekday, remember? I can't just stay home and look after Mia. I have to go to work.
What makes you say that, Mr. Jobless? I heard you quit your job. You were lying to me about everything.
Why would I quit my job? That doesn't make any sense. I have a wife and daughter to look after. I have to make money to support our living.
I know everything now, Theo. I also visited your house a while ago to see if you really were telling the truth. I saw the texts you've been sending to Christine, too. You can't hide everything from me now.
Huh? Mom, what are you talking about?
You were forcing Christine to work multiple jobs and expected her to bring home enough money to support all of you? You even used up child support to go out drinking. Do you know that she fainted during work today? She was exhausted from overworking. I can't believe you've also been abusing Christine at home. Do you know that's domestic violence?
Huh? You think I'll ever do that? I love Christine. Did Christine tell you all this nonsense? And you believe what she said?
Yes, she told me everything. She looked very weak. I feel so sorry for her. I can't help but believe her, can I? She was crying when she told me this. She was in a horrible state.
Christine made up everything. Don't believe her.
I saw her chat history directly using her phone. It was directed at you, and I clearly saw your name on top of the chat. She can't make this up. She also let me check her insurance certificate. It said you didn't have a job. I know you don't work for any company anymore. You can't lie to me. I know the truth.
Are you going to believe your daughter-in-law who's not even related to you more than your actual son? Mom, you can't be that serious. Christine is more than you think, Mom. I know her well.
Okay, then give me proof. Where's the proof that shows Christine is making everything up and lying to me? Christine showed me her proof. You should do the same if you want me to believe you, don't you think?
There's no proof. Anyone can make these things up. It's no use. It doesn't prove anything.
Mia muttered to me in her sleep while she was suffering from a high fever. Please help Mom. I don't want Dad to hurt her anymore. That's what she said. How can you make your daughter say that? It's unacceptable, unbelievable. I couldn't believe my ears.
Mia is brainwashed by Christine. She's conditioned to support her mother no matter what.
Oh, really? I thought you said Mia looked down on Christine. You don't make sense. Your excuses are incoherent, Theo. How are you going to explain that?
Mom, I'm really sorry. I was really exhausted from work. I was trying my best to support my family and pushing my limits to make enough money, but I was getting mentally ill, and I couldn't cope with it anymore. So I quit my job.
I'm not criticizing you for quitting your job. You don't have to try and justify yourself. It can happen to anyone. What I'm condemning you for is how you've been lying to me and abusing your wife and daughter all this time. There's no way you can justify these actions.
Christine was nagging me about finding a new job, so I was getting really irritated and frustrated with her. And when I lifted my hand to do something, I accidentally hit her face. That's all. I never meant to hurt her. I'm not abusing her.
Christine has bruises all over her body, not just her face. It's all because of you, isn't it? I know you've been violent and hurt her multiple times. It's clear that it's not just once.
No, you're misunderstanding.
I don't care what you say. I can't believe you've done this. I am very disappointed in you. It'll all be revealed when we ask the police to investigate this case. It seems like you've been pretty wild at home. Maybe the neighbors heard what's going on at your house and they might help us with the investigation.
Police? Why would they get involved? Mom, you can't be serious. There's no need to call the police. It's just a minor problem between a couple. Are you going to make your son become a criminal? I can't believe it.
You are already a criminal for abusing your family. I don't want you as my son anymore, you jerk. I never wanted a son who would abuse his wife and daughter. I don't even want to remember that I've taken care of you all these years just to find out you've been abusing your family.
Mom, you really have to listen to me. Please let me explain. I was really depressed and mentally ill. I was exhausted with work. Once I get home, Christine would pressure me to continue working and threaten me to not quit my job. Can you imagine how hard it is? I was about to go crazy. There was no place where I could relax. I might have done something unacceptable, but I shouldn't be blamed for everything. It's not just my fault.
Theo, let me repeat myself. I'm not criticizing you for quitting your job, understand? I'm mad about you going out drinking with Christine's money and using up child support. And the fact that you've been abusing your wife while you never took care of Mia. You never did a thing for your family. How is it not your fault? It's unbelievable how you've also been involved in an affair on top of all this.
Where's the proof about me having an affair? There's no proof.
When Christine texted you to reveal everything about your secret affair, you replied by saying the reason why you cheated on her was because she wasn't attractive enough. Am I right? How dare you blame your wife for your affair?
I just went with the flow when I texted her that.
Christine told me that Mia had to spend her time at a friend's house during summer break because you were always at home day and night. You didn't want Mia at home, so you forced her to leave the house. Mia had to obey you. She had no one to depend on when Christine was out working. I will never, ever forgive you, Theo.
No, it's not true. I never did that.
The reason why you asked me to take care of Mia for a week during summer break was because you wanted Christine to suffer, right? You threatened her when she tried to fight back. You threatened her by saying that she'll never get to meet Mia again if she didn't follow your orders. What you're doing is evil. You are a horrible husband and father. Get a divorce right now.
Mom, please. You can't treat me like this. You have to believe me. Trust your own son. I'm not evil. I wasn't that horrible to them. I was a good husband and father most of the time. So let's stop talking about having the police involved and us having a divorce, okay? We need some time to settle things down. I'll be on my way to your house right away. Let's discuss it again.
If you ever step into my house, I am definitely calling the police. Don't you dare come over.
That's too much, Mom. You're being too harsh on me. Why can't you give me a chance to explain everything to you from my perspective?
I had enough of your excuses. What else do you have to say? You're just trying to justify your unacceptable behavior. Just listen to what I say. Get a divorce and pay for compensation. And make sure you pay for child support until Mia becomes an adult. At least you can do that as her father.
How can I pay for everything? You know that I'm jobless, right?
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. Do you remember Uncle Max? I remember you disliking him since you were little. He wants new employees to work on his farm, and I think it's a great working opportunity for you. He'll pay you the minimum wage and educate you on becoming a decent adult.
Uncle Max? Why'd I have to work for him? Mom, you should know that I'm uncomfortable around him. I don't have any good memories about him since I was a child. He's one of the strictest people I've ever known. Why would you do this to me, Mom?
Oh, I know very well that you don't like him, and that's why I asked him to hire you. Good for you, now you found yourself a job, you're all set. I bet you had plenty of time to rest. Now it's time for you to start working and making money for yourself.
Let me talk with Christine. I have to talk with my wife about this. It's a problem between us, not you.
Christine agreed to let me be in charge of this matter. I don't think you can talk to her after everything you did to her. I doubt you'll be able to have a proper conversation with her considering your violent behavior and bad temper.
Okay, it's all my fault. I admit all of my mistakes. I promise I'll apologize to Christine. Not just Christine, but also Mia. I'll apologize to both of them.
Christine gave you more than enough chances, don't you think? It's you who wasted your opportunity by controlling her with fear and threatening her to not fight back. I will never, ever make you hurt my family again. Never.
Mom, please. I'm also part of your family. I'm your real son. Can't you be more considerate about me?
I told you that I don't think of you as my son anymore. How many times do I have to repeat this? You are not my family anymore. Don't think of me as your mother. I am no longer going to help you or take care of you as my son. And I will never, ever believe what you say. You have lost my trust. I am willing to help my daughter and granddaughter, but not you. Don't you ever come begging for help. At last, Theo and Christine got a divorce. It wasn't a smooth process with Theo complaining about the divorce, but we were successfully able to make him pay for compensation. He clearly did not have enough money to pay for all of them at once, so he had to borrow some money and is now in debt. Because he's jobless, he didn't have any credit to borrow a large amount of money at once. He was only able to borrow some money using the credit card loan, and his father and I decided to pay for the rest for the time being. He promised to pay us back when he earns enough money to do so. His lover was furious about having to pay for compensation. She didn't know that Theo was married and had a wife as well as a daughter. It turns out that she was never serious about him, but ended up losing a big amount of money because of him. She instantly dumped him, and now Theo is left all alone. Well, he's not alone, to be exact. He started to work at our relative's farm to earn enough money to pay for his debts and child support for Mia. I heard he's working pretty hard every day. It's nearly impossible for him to run away from the farm, which is located in the middle of a rural town. And I also have a GPS installed in his smartphone, so I can always check where he is. I will never allow him to escape from his payments. It's his responsibility, and the last thing he can do as a husband and father for Christine and Mia. For more than 10 years, he'll have to continue paying for child support as Mia's father. He should be aware of his horrible actions and regret it until the last day of his life. Christine and Mia decided to move in with her parents after she got a divorce with Theo. I bet she wanted to leave the neighborhood full of bad memories. I will miss them very much, but I think it's best for them to stay with her parents after she's gone through a lot. Mia seems to be having a fun time at her grandparents' house as well. She happily called us the other day to tell us that she made many new friends at her new school. I am glad she's enjoying her school life. Her problematic behaviors also got better, and I'm relieved that she's back to being a good girl. I'm proud to have her as our granddaughter. I can't apologize enough for what my son did to her, but as long as Christine and her family is willing to maintain a relationship with us, both my husband and I would always be there to help them when they need any assistance. She can always count on us. It's the last thing we can do, and our responsibility as parents of such a horrible son. I am very thankful that Christine allows us to meet our granddaughter once in a while. And we will always hope for the best for Christine and her family from far away.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Ethan, I thought you would be done with your work by now. How come you're so late? Are you still at the office? Are you going to come home late?
Oops, sorry. I forgot to tell you beforehand. I'm having a drinking party with my colleagues tonight.
Drinking party? Again? Really? You told me you had a drinking party with the people from your company when I asked you why you were home so late the day before yesterday. If you're going out drinking, you should at least make sure to tell me beforehand.
Come on, I'm apologizing about not telling you. You don't have to be so angry. Jessica, you really have a bad temper, you know that?
It's because you don't text me beforehand. Plus, are you aware of the number of times you've been going out drinking with your friends and colleagues this month?
Huh? I don't know about the exact number. I don't remember, but several times, I guess.
There's nothing funny about it, Ethan. Let me remind you, I am pregnant. Do you know that? Aren't you worried about leaving your pregnant wife at home alone while you go out drinking?
Huh? I know you're pregnant, so what? It doesn't change the fact that you're a big adult now. Oh, are you telling me you're feeling lonely being at home alone? Do you miss me?
Stop making jokes. There's only a few months left until my due date.
So what? What do you want to tell me?
Ethan, you don't know? I hope you can be more considerate about me. With my big belly, it can be hard to move sometimes. Can you at least try to come home early sometimes? It's not a pleasant feeling seeing you go out every night.
Hey, I think you're misunderstanding something.
What kind of misunderstanding?
It's as if I'm happily going out with my mates and love taking part in drinking parties, but that's definitely not true, okay?
Why? How is it not true?
Going drinking is part of my job. It's necessary for my position at work. I'm not just having fun drinking with others. Do you get it?
But do you really have to go out nearly every night?
What can I do? It's my job. I'm really tired too. Working hard for the whole day. I want to come home as soon as my work's done. But I'm pushing myself over the limit for you and our baby. It's not a pleasant feeling when you criticize me like that, saying I'm just playing around and going out drinking every night.
I know you're working hard every day. I'm really thankful for you. You're working every day until late for me and our baby.
Really?
Yes, I'm serious. I think participating in drinking parties once in a while is a good way to relieve your stress. But considering how frequently you take part in them, it's a bit problematic. Can you maybe lessen the number of times you go out drinking every week?
Hey, you don't understand at all. You're being really selfish, you know that?
Selfish? How am I being selfish?
As I told you earlier, I'm working hard every day and sacrificing my free time for these drinking parties. But how about you?
What are you trying to say? I'm doing housework at home every day.
Huh? You're not doing anything. You always complain that your morning sickness is bad and use it as an excuse.
I'm sorry about that, but it's really difficult to do anything when I'm having morning sickness.
Look at you. See? You're making excuses. I really envy women, you know? They'll get off the hook once they bring up their pregnancy or morning sickness. But life's so easy for you.
I'm not trying to slack off or anything. It's a horrible feeling, really.
Okay, you're free to say whatever. I go out with my boss after work to make him happy no matter how tired I am from work. You don't feel bad for me? Aren't you feeling any sense of guilt?
I'm sorry.
So you're apologizing now. I guess you admit what I said about you slacking off.
No, not really. You seem to be really sensitive about this topic, Ethan.
You admitted it the moment you apologized to me. You apologized because you were feeling guilty of something. Now that you apologized, you're the bad guy here.
What kind of interpretation is that? It doesn't make any sense.
Shush! No more complaints. End of conversation. You're definitely the one to be blamed. Understood? Stop making excuses and complaining about everything you don't like. It's annoying me.
Wait, Ethan! Can't you listen to me? You're just concluding everything on your own.
Didn't I tell you? No more complaints. I'm still drinking with my workmates right now. I'm leaving now. Stop complaining, okay? No more complaints from now on. See you. Good night. Jessica, I'm off to a drinking party. I'm gonna be home late, so I thought I should tell you beforehand.
You're going drinking again?
I text you like this so that you won't nag me again. But look at how you respond. What's with your attitude? Didn't I tell you to stop complaining?
No, I remember, but...
But? What do you mean? Are you gonna make more complaints?
It's not a complaint, I think. To be exact, I have a question I want to ask.
What question? Why are you hesitating? Your attitude irritates me so much. If there's something you want to say, just say it. Be straightforward.
Okay, if you say so, I'll ask. You're really going drinking, right? I just wanted to double check.
Huh? That's your question? I'm telling you that I have a drinking party to attend. What else am I going to do?
Okay, sorry for asking. I thought it was too frequent if it really was a drinking party.
So? What's bad about having a drinking party so frequently? You don't make any sense.
I'm not trying to say it's bad. I was a bit suspicious if you were really going drinking.
What? Do you think I'm having an affair or something?
To be honest, I think it's more realistic that you're going out to meet someone rather than going drinking. I noticed you've been receiving texts from the same woman often recently.
Texts? How do you know that? Don't tell me you've been checking my phone. That is creepy as hell.
I haven't been checking, it just got into my sight. I don't know what those texts are about, but I did realize that you've been getting messages a lot recently.
Gosh, you think you're a detective? So annoying. Like I've been telling you so many times, I'm attending these drinking parties as part of my job. The texts you saw on my phone are related to work as well, obviously. But here you are being suspicious of me having an affair with someone else. What's wrong with you?
I'm really sorry if I misunderstood. I was just worried.
So you think that it's okay to be suspicious of such things if you're worried? Nope, you're going overboard. I really can't tolerate those behaviors of yours. You're crazy. How can you call yourself a decent adult?
I'm sorry.
If a simple apology is enough, the police would lose their job, don't you think so? First of all, you're complaining that you're too sick to do housework. Who do you think you are? How come a lazy person like you suspects me of such things?
I thought if we were equal in our relationship...
You're not answering my question. I said, who do you think you are? You don't understand English? Seriously? Why the hell did I marry you? Do you even understand who I work hard every day for?
I'm sorry.
What's the point of apologizing so many times? If you really feel sorry, prove it. Where's your sincerity? You have to do better than this.
I am very sorry. Please accept my apology. Please forgive me.
So, you should know who's right and wrong here. Never ever complain to me again. Learn from your mistakes, okay? It's so annoying when you make these misunderstandings. Got it?
Yes, I understand.
Then now you should know how to behave in front of me.
How should I behave?
Not only are you not allowed to make any complaints, you also shouldn't use your morning sickness as an excuse for slacking off. If I ever catch you doing so, I'll never forgive you, understand? Did you get what I said? Hello? I'm waiting for your reply.
Yes.
Hey, Jessica, why aren't you home? I came home early today because you keep on complaining about me coming home late, but you're not even home. Who do you think you are, Jessica?
Oh, I see. So you usually behave like that, huh? I never knew.
What the hell are you saying? Where the hell are you?
I'm meeting someone outside.
Huh? I thought you were too sick to do housework. I guess you have enough energy to hang out, but too tired to do anything around the house. You're looking down on me, aren't you?
Definitely not as much as you, Ethan. Or are you being sarcastic? Is that your style of sarcasm?
I think you should quit talking nonsense. Come home and do housework. If you're my wife, follow my orders without making complaints.
My wife? You don't have a wife, nor a baby. But you're here being delusional about having a family. Don't make me laugh.
Gosh, what's wrong with you today? Are you trying to pick a fight with me?
You're the one picking a fight with me. If I knew you were already married, I never would have dated you in the first place. How are you going to take responsibility for everything? And I can't believe you usually treat your wife like this.
Huh? What the hell are you saying? You're Jessica, right?
Nope, you're wrong.
Then who the hell are you?
Me? I'm Millie, your lover, remember? Well, I never knew you were having an affair with me while you already had a wife. I was really surprised, you know. Your wife texted me and even told me she was pregnant with your baby.
Huh? Are you serious? So, you're really Millie? If so, why do you have Jessica's phone? Why are you texting me using her account?
Your wife called me over so that we can discuss what to do in the future. I'm currently with her at her parents' house.
You have to be kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. I'm serious. While we were having our discussion, you texted your wife, and she told me she doesn't even want to talk to you via texts. So, here I am responding to your messages. Are you surprised?
Surprise isn't the word. What the hell are you doing? How come you're visiting her parents' house?
We were planning to meet outside at first, but your wife's pregnant. I don't want anything to happen to her and her baby, so I thought it might be best to meet at her house, just in case.
She never told me about her plan. By the way, how's Jessica? What's she saying? You know, about my affair and stuff.
She's furious, obviously. She's definitely gonna divorce you and take care of her baby on her own. She also plans to make you pay for a lot of compensation money and child support. Good luck with that.
Huh? Do you think it's funny? How much are you gonna make me pay?
I don't know. Why would I know the details? But I guess it's gonna be hard to pay everything with just your salary. You were having an affair while she was pregnant anyways.
You sound carefree, but you're also involved in this case. You know that? She's gonna make you pay for compensation as well.
Oh, about that. She won't make me pay.
Huh? Why?
She thinks you're the one to be blamed, the one who should take responsibility. So, I'll just wish you good luck.
Huh? That's not fair. How come you're off the hook?
Well, I didn't know you were married and about to have a baby. I'm not the bad guy here. You are.
But how can you just leave me now? This can't be happening. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Gosh, you really need to help me out.
Sure, I can give you some help. But only with conditions, okay?
Seriously? You're willing to help?
Yep, I'm serious. I don't think it's the best time to tell you this after all of this mess, but I do love you. It doesn't change the fact that I'm in love with you, Ethan. If you're going to marry me, I'll help you pay for the compensation money.
Really? You still want to marry me? And you're also going to help me pay for it?
But you have to promise me you won't complain about the requirements set by your ex-wife. Like about parental authority, compensation money, and child support, okay?
But it might increase your burden if I do so. Are you really okay with that?
Although I didn't know about it, it's true that I was involved in the affair. I'm gonna feel guilty for the rest of my life if I don't compensate somehow. So, what do you say?
So, if I sign those papers, we're gonna get married, and you're gonna help me pay the money.
Of course. So make sure you go sign the papers tomorrow. And as soon as we're done, we'll have a brand new start. Ethan, thanks for signing the divorce papers and documents. I can finally relax.
As if you were always stressed when you were with me. Did you hate me that much?
Let's stop talking about our relationship now. I want things to end nice and smooth.
Well, I don't have much to say anyways. I'm actually pretty happy with how things turned out. You're getting all the compensation money and child support you hoped for. I guess you're also happy with that outcome.
Yeah, I'm really thankful about that. I bet it's going to be hard for you from now on with all the payments, but I wish you good luck living your life alone.
Alone? What are you talking about? I thought you talked with Millie. Oh, you don't know?
What about Millie? I don't get it.
I'm getting married to Millie. And we're gonna pay for compensation and child support together. She wanted to marry me so much, she was willing to help. Sorry, Jessica. I don't feel anything about our divorce, to be honest.
Seriously? Do you think you're better off than me just because of that? You're definitely optimistic.
Huh? Don't be a sore loser. You're alone with your baby without any stable income. It's understandable that you're jealous of us.
You really believed everything?
What?
I suspected you having an affair in secret, and within a month I was already having a discussion with your lover. Then your lover told you she wants to get married with you. Don't you think everything went too smoothly?
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to tell you that Millie was always on my side. It wasn't our first meeting when we were having our discussion the other day. We were planning to get revenge on you together.
Stop joking around. This can't be true. Millie told me she wanted to marry me.
She was dating a married man, and his wife was pregnant. It's natural for her to think she'll experience the same thing all over again if she gets pregnant with your baby.
Well, yeah, but...
Plus, the marriage comes with compensation money and child support to pay for. Who would want to marry you? No one.
Then why did Millie say she wanted to marry me?
Not only about our divorce, but also about the compensation money, child support, and parental authority. She lied so that I can get them, ideally. Remember those documents you signed alongside the divorce papers?
Huh? So you were planning to betray me in the end?
You were the one who betrayed us first. It just came back to you? Oh, and it's too late to contact Millie now. She moved and blocked you from her contacts.
You have to be kidding. It's impossible.
What's impossible?
I don't have any money to pay you. This is a scam, a marriage fraud. I shouldn't be forced to pay.
But you already signed the papers. My lawyer made those documents, so it's impossible to discard them now.
It's not fair.
It's nothing worse than what you did to us. I'm just asking for money. Everything will be over once you pay for them.
It's not that simple.
Both Millie and I wasted time on you, and time never comes back. It's nothing compared to what we lost, don't you think? Make sure to pay for everything I asked for, okay? That's the last thing you can do as my husband and the father of the baby. Go work hard for us just like what you've been telling me. I was successfully able to get a divorce with Ethan. Thanks to the signed documents about compensation, child support, and parental authority, everything went smoothly, as I'd hoped. Millie also moved to a different place, going back to the life before she met Ethan. She regretted not noticing about Ethan's problematic personality, and the positivity she has as she starts her new life anew inspired me a lot. I am thankful for her help in the process. After a few months passed, I gave birth to my baby and am working hard as a single parent. Learning from Millie's positive personality, I hope to become a mother who my daughter can be proud of.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Parker? Where are you? Why haven't you shown up at the hospital yet? It's been more than 6 hours since I had our baby. Do you not want to see your son? Do you even know you missed the birth of your son? I'm praying you aren't in any kind of trouble. Please reply, Parker, please.
Sarah, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, there you are. What's happening? Are you safe? Is everything all right?
It looks like I had a heat stroke. I can't believe I missed our baby's arrival.
What? Heat stroke? Are you okay? Where are you right now?
I'm in the hospital getting an IV. I'm feeling much better now, but I have a massive headache. I don't even remember how I got here. I guess I was unconscious and someone called an ambulance. I just woke up a few minutes ago and saw your messages now. Sarah, thank you so much for delivering our beautiful baby. I'm so proud of you. And I'm so sorry I wasn't there to support you.
It's okay. I'm so relieved that you're safe. I have to apologize too. I was irritated when I was in labor and sent you so many angry messages. I was in pain and didn't know where you were. I didn't mean any of it.
I know, honey. It's all right. I'm sorry I broke my promise to support you through labor. You must have felt so lonely. I let you down, didn't I?
No, you didn't. I know you didn't get heat stroke on purpose. I'm just glad we're both okay. My mom is here with me. Would you like for her to come pick you up at the hospital? I'm sure you're not in any condition to drive.
No, that won't be necessary. I'm finishing up my IV in a minute and on my way back. I'll take a cab home and get changed before I come over to you.
Are you sure? Shouldn't you be resting? You shouldn't push yourself too hard today. Why don't you stay at home for the rest of the day?
But I really want to see my son.
Parker, it's only been a couple of hours since you fell unconscious, right? Just because you had an IV doesn't mean you're all better. You shouldn't underestimate a heat stroke. Just get some good rest today, please. I mean, the baby is not exactly running away.
Maybe you're right. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to wait till tomorrow to see my son. I'm so sorry, Sarah. None of this should have happened in the first place. I should have been more careful.
You don't have to apologize anymore, honey. I'll send you some pictures of the baby later, okay?
Yes, I would love to see him. How are you doing so far? Were you able to rest since?
My body is literally torn. I don't think I can do another round anytime soon. And no, I haven't caught up on any sleep yet. The adrenaline kept me up this far, but I haven't been able to sleep since I got into labor, so I am really sleepy now.
I bet you are. I am in awe of your endurance. Do you need me to pick up anything for you tomorrow? Or are you getting discharged tomorrow?
Actually, can you pick up some facial packs I keep in the bathroom? The nurse said I might have to stay tomorrow as well, since I had a lot of bleeding.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's nothing unusual.
Sure, I'll bring you your facial pack. Just one?
Yep, just for one night tomorrow is fine. Don't plan to stay any longer anyway. And I would also like something sweet.
Okay, done. I'll make sure to pick up something sweet for you.
But if you're not feeling well tomorrow, you don't have to force yourself to visit, okay? Promise me you will listen to your body.
I promise. But I'm sure I'll be fine. Well, I think my headache is going away now already, so you have nothing to worry about. I'll also make sure to stay out of the sun for a while. Gee, I can't believe how hot it was today. Or for the past couple of days. You should be careful too.
Yes, it's been excruciatingly hot these days. We should both be careful, and the baby too. And it's still hot now, so keep the AC on. It's going to be a humid and hot night today. If you feel that something is wrong, get help immediately. Oh, I'm so worried you're going to be home alone after you were taken to the hospital. What are you going to do if you faint and no one will be there to call an ambulance for you? Why don't you call your mom and ask her to come by?
No, I'll pass on my mom coming over. I would feel restless if she was around.
If you say so. All right, well, don't forget your promise this time. Get some good rest.
I promise, 100%. If there's anything, I will let you know ASAP, so don't worry.
Okay. They took the baby for some checkups now, so I'll call you again when he's back with me.
Until then, make sure you get some good rest too, honey. You are the one who just pushed the baby out.
Thanks, Parker. Talk to you soon. Parker, are you still at work? What time are you coming home tonight?
Sorry, I'm going to be late again tonight. I have so much work left. I'll do my best to get back before midnight.
Midnight? Parker, I really think you've been overworking lately. I haven't seen you at night for so long.
Well, I don't exactly prefer it either, you know. I wouldn't be working so late if I didn't have to. It's work. I have to finish my assignments or I will get in trouble. I will look after Skylar when I'm back home so that you can rest.
You said that yesterday, but you ended up passing out on the couch, remember? Besides, I feel awful making you take care of Skylar after such a long working day.
Yeah, but you made it clear the other day that you're on the edge too.
I am. I haven't had any decent sleep for weeks now, especially because we haven't really taken turns. So I am thinking about asking my mom to come help us out.
What? Your mom? Do you know how long it takes for her to come down here? You're gonna make her drive for hours again? She was just here when Skylar was born. She is not in her 20s, you know. We can't casually ask for her help like that. And in all honesty, I wouldn't be able to relax the way I want to if she was around.
I know, I get it. What if I ask your mom then? She said she'd help out any time, especially if it's for Skylar.
Oh, I don't think my mom will be able to help us.
Huh? Why not?
She's helping her uncle out. He got into an accident and got injured, so she's over at his place to take care of the lonely man.
Oh, her poor uncle. I had no idea. I'm so sorry to hear this. Is he going to be okay?
Yeah, I'm sure he will be. But since she's staying with him for a little while, we can't really ask for her help anytime soon. So I kind of have to ask you to hang in there for the time being until my work settles down. I'm pretty sure work won't be as hectic next month. I'll make sure to get home as soon as possible to take care of Skylar so you can rest.
Next month? But Parker, that's still 2 weeks away.
Oh, I know. Why don't you hire a babysitter? Surely it's not a sin to hire someone so you can catch up on your sleep, is it? You should look into it.
But the house is a mess. I would be so embarrassed to invite someone into our house.
Come on, Sarah, they are professionals. They are not going to care. If at all, the house being messy would only be a clear indication for them that you need a rest. Get someone to look after Skylar for a few hours, a couple of times a week. You can sleep or go shopping or whatever you please. It would be such a relief for you, and me too, actually.
Well, maybe you are right. Okay, why don't I give it a shot? I'll ask my friends if they can refer a good sitter.
Good. Hey, is Skylar awake now?
He's half awake, but dozing off. He had his bottle a few minutes ago. He's kind of cranky in my arms trying to sleep, though. I put him in his cradle, but he cries frantically every time I do.
Oh, he wants to stay in your arms. You're the only bed that he wants.
I thought it was the cutest thing at first. I mean, I still do, of course. But it's also driving me insane, now that I have to deal with it like 3 or 4 times a day.
I bet, and I'm sorry I'm putting you through that alone. Hey, I know this is kind of a weird question, but how many times does he poop a day?
Poop? A lot, like 5 or 6 times a day. Some days more, some days less. Why are you interested about his poop suddenly?
One of my coworkers' wife also just had a baby, and he told me that his baby is always constipated. Apparently, his wife is totally paranoid about it.
How old is the baby? About the same as Skylar?
Yeah, I think so, like a month old. Seeing his wife paranoid is getting him really worried too, you know?
I can imagine why they'd be very worried, yeah. But I heard that it's common for babies to get constipated. Some babies don't poop for a couple of days, but are perfectly fine. It's just how their routine is, I guess.
I see.
There are babies who might not poop for a whole week. I mean, it's not ideal, but if the baby is happy, they shouldn't be so paranoid.
I see. Well, I was beginning to worry for them too, so I'm glad to hear that.
Excuse me, mister. It's very nice that you worry for your friend's baby's digestive system, but you only changed Skylar's diaper a couple of times. You should be focusing more on your own, don't you think? And on your wife, too.
You got me there. I'm sorry. I'll make sure I focus on you guys more. Anyway, I should get back to work.
Okay, I'll let you go. Don't overwork yourself. And try to come home as soon as you can. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Listen, I really hate to be nosy, but it's really about time you come back, don't you think? Devin? Hi. Sorry, but I'm not following. What do you mean it's time I come back? Is everything all right? I know everything, honey, so I hope you can be honest with me. Are you really okay spending so much time away from your little baby? Aren't you worried at all? Spend time away? Well, of course I would be torn if I were separated from my baby. Why then? How can you just abandon your baby? I'm sorry, but I think you're making a huge mistake leaving him. I feel so horrible for poor Skylar. Abandon my baby? Devin, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you mean. I have never abandoned my baby anywhere. Are you okay? Don't act stupid. I said I know everything. Parker told me. You left Skylar with Parker and haven't been back. It's unbelievable. How can you leave such a fragile life like that? I didn't know you were such a cold-hearted woman, Sarah. Excuse me? Devin, seriously, have you lost your mind? I have no idea what you're talking about. Leave my child? I would never, ever do that. I'm with Skylar right now. Stop it, Sarah. It's one thing for you to leave your baby, and now you're going to lie? What has gotten into you? Stop lying to me. What? You are the one who needs to stop. I am not lying. I am holding Skylar right this moment. I can send you a picture or get on video chat right now if you want. Huh? You're with Skylar now? Yes, he's in my arms. Why would I ever leave him? Devin, you need to explain yourself to me. Well then, who is this baby at my house? Who am I taking care of every day? Are you okay? You're not making any sense. Have you had a bad dream or something? Perhaps you're too tired from taking care of your uncle? Parker told me he was injured badly and that you're looking after him. It's really nice of you, but you shouldn't push yourself too hard. Have you been getting enough rest? If you need someone to talk to, I am always here, you know? What? I'm not looking after my uncle. The only person I've been looking after is Skylar. I've been locked up at home for the past week taking care of him. Parker brought him here because you left the house, didn't you? Parker asked me to take Skylar in until you come back. So I did. But now you're telling me this is not Skylar? Huh? Parker brought a baby to your house? Yes, I am so confused. Who is this baby if you're with Skylar? I have never left Skylar's side since he was born. Even when I hired a babysitter to rest, I didn't leave the house because I didn't want to be away from him. What in the world is going on? Seriously, who is this baby then? When did Parker bring you this baby? Probably like a week ago. So that's why he said you couldn't come over to help. What? Do you know something? Only that he lied to me about your whereabouts. Aside from that, not a clue. But clearly Parker does. He's been acting weird ever since I had Skylar. He's never home, comes back past midnight every day. He told me it was just work, but I'm starting to think that that is not the truth. Work till midnight? Do you mean he's been coming home late this past week too because of work? Yes, that's what he keeps telling me. No, that's not true. He's been leaving work at 5 p.m. on the dot every day to come over to my place and look after the baby. He said he'll be coming before 6 p.m. today too. Is that so? Let me guess, he told you not to contact me yourself? He did. He said he is handling the situation. And that if I messaged you, you would feel cornered and won't come back. So I've been refraining. But you know it's been a week now and I couldn't help it. I needed to know why you left. That's why I finally messaged you today. Okay, I understand. So then, he must not want us to know who that baby is. Devin, I'm going to come over to your place in a little while, if that's okay with you. If Parker arrives before I do, can you make sure he doesn't go anywhere? We're going to get to the bottom of all this mess today.
Sarah, are you there? Please, you have to give me another chance. I promise you that I will become a better man. So please don't say that you are going to divorce me. I'm begging you.
Are you crazy? You think I can forgive you if you become a better man? You had a baby with your lover at the exact same time we had ours. Nothing about that is ever going to be forgivable to me. We are done.
Sarah, you're not listening. I told you so many times already. She wasn't supposed to have the baby. I told her that I couldn't be a father to the baby. I made clear of it. But she had the baby anyway without my consent. And then she disappeared, leaving the baby with me.
Oh no, I have definitely heard what you said, and I fully understand everything. It doesn't even matter if you told her you can't be the baby's father, because biologically you are, right? That part is correct, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But I told her I couldn't be in the baby's life. That woman completely ignored me. I don't know how she could do this to me.
What she could do to you? Don't make me laugh, Peter. A woman doesn't get pregnant on her own. If you knocked her up, then you are responsible. Period. You think you can just walk away by refusing to be in the baby's life? Talk about what you've done to her, you jackass.
She said she understood. She assured me that she didn't want any trouble, that she wouldn't have the baby. But then she changed her entire attitude about the whole thing. So this can't be all my fault. Now she is asking me to take a DNA test. She is trying to corner me to get child support.
You know, I don't really care what she wants. You can settle that with your lover. It's none of my business. Keep me and Skylar out of your mess.
You and Skylar are the only people in my life who matters to me. The other woman means nothing to me. She doesn't do any chores around her own house. She doesn't even have a regular job. I don't even think she's the type who wants to build a family. You see, I don't want her. You're the only woman that I want.
But you did have her, didn't you? I don't know how long you've been seeing her, but you did. Now you want to talk low of her? Honestly, who the hell do you think you are? I don't mean to stand up for her or anything, but I am starting to feel bad. I never knew what a horrible person you are. You are a total scumbag.
Look, I was wrong to cheat on you. I never should have done that in the first place. You were busy and I was lonely, okay? I wanted someone to keep me company, that's all. I was never serious about her. She was just a temporary solution.
Wow. You know, you should just shut up now. All you're doing is making yourself look worse. Are you really that stupid? Are you embarrassed of the things you're saying right now? Do you think any of what you're saying makes me happy?
Wait, that didn't come out right. I'm just trying to tell you that you were most important to me. I wish you would try to understand what I want to say.
Well, I wish that you never cheated on me. If you really meant what you said, if I were the most important person to you, then you wouldn't have slept with another woman. You have been irresponsible both to me and your lover. And most of all, to your son. You are nothing but a bad influence to him. I don't want you near Skylar ever. You don't deserve to be in his life. I will raise him on my own. Both of us are much better off without you. The only thing you can do is to take responsibility by paying for child support.
No, please, Sarah. Give me another chance. I don't want to have a divorce.
What I don't want is you. There is no way I will continue to be married to you. If it wasn't for the child support, which you will pay, I would cut all ties with you. I don't want to see your face ever again. Go on and live the rest of your life in regret that you ever created this mess.
I know I messed up. I never meant for any of this to happen. It was all a mistake. All I ever wanted was a happy, humble life with you and Skylar. Why have I ended up here?
Why? You're asking me why? You have ruined everything in the most horrible way. Even the good memories have now changed to bad because you are in it. You've even ruined my precious memory of when Skylar was born, too. You were with your lover and her baby then, weren't you? And you had the nerve to ask me about baby poop because you were worried about your other baby. Not once have you asked me how Skylar was doing. So that just tells me that you care more about your other family. Frankly, I don't care anymore as long as you get lost.
No, that's not true. She threatened me. She said that I had to take care of her and the baby or she'd tell you everything. I wanted to be with you, but she found out you were in labor and I guess jealousy drove her mad or something. I honestly don't know what happened.
Sure, whatever. I bet these are all fake stories you prepared. Not that I care, but I don't believe them.
I'm telling you the truth. They're not fake stories. She continued to threaten me after you were discharged from the hospital. She made me take care of the baby all on my own. Every day as soon as I got off work, I had to go to her place and watch the baby till midnight. I had to do what she said because I didn't want her to hurt you.
You didn't want her to hurt me? Yeah, right, you loser. You only wanted to protect yourself. Don't you dare use me to defend yourself. That is so pathetic.
I'm not using you for anything. I mean it, Sarah. I didn't want you to get hurt because I love you.
Well, you really didn't do a good job keeping me away from harm. Because it's not her who hurt me, it's you. And you hurt me very badly, in case you didn't know. Do you even realize that I have been taking care of Skylar on my own, too? At least you had work to run away to. I've been doing everything by myself since the moment I had him. The only breaks I ever took were the few hours per week when the babysitter was here. You were absolutely useless, passing out as soon as you came home every night. I was so lonely and tired, too.
I'm so sorry, Sarah. I truly am.
It irritated me so much that you'd fall asleep as soon as you got back, but I didn't want to wake you up because I believed that you were tired from work. So I sucked it up, no matter how little sleep I've had, for you and Skylar. So you can try to imagine with your tiny brain my shock when I found out that you have been taking care of your lover and your other baby while I was suffering.
I'm sorry.
You have hurt me enough and betrayed your own family. Both of our parents know, and they too believe I should divorce you. And to be clear, there is zero chance of us getting back together.
Sarah, what am I going to do about the other baby? I can't raise him on my own.
What the hell? How the hell would I know? Go talk to your lover about the baby, not me.
I can't get a hold of her. I haven't been able to for days. I have work. I've been putting off so much tasks to leave the office early. I can't take care of him forever. My mom is saying that she won't take care of the baby anymore now that she has found out what I've done. I'm going insane. I don't know what to do.
So you ask me for help? Seriously? Can you be any lower? You feel so sorry for yourself, don't you? You should be sorry for me, for Skylar, and the poor baby who has idiots for his parents. You are not the victim. God, you're driving me insane. I can't believe I have to tell you all this. You did what you did, so be a man already.
Should I put him in foster care?
You will decide yourself. I am not saying anything about what you should do with that child. I will not let you guilt trip me by telling you what to do.
Sarah, why don't we raise it to his brothers? They will be great together, don't you think?
Excuse me?
I think that is the best way for everyone. If we raise the baby with Skylar together, no one will get left behind, you see? It's the perfect solution.
What the hell are you talking about? I think you actually have gone insane. I will not take care of you and your lover's child and stay married to you. Absolutely not.
You're a mother too, aren't you? Don't you feel bad for him? He's been abandoned by his own mother.
I do. He's done nothing wrong. I feel horrible that his mother left him. But the worst part of it all is that his father is an unbelievable shithead. His dad is a coward running away from what he has caused.
I can't raise a child working full time. Sarah, please. I don't want to give him up. Won't you be his mother? I'm begging you. You're the kindest person I've ever met. You be able to love him just as you love Skylar with that big heart of yours. It won't even matter that you're not his biological mom. I know deep down you care for this baby's happiness too.
Don't let me or Skylar down any more than you already have. Please. It is crystal clear to me that you only care for your pathetic self. We both know you don't mean anything that comes out of your mouth. For the baby's happiness, you don't care about anyone's happiness but yours. I will not be used to lessen your burden, nor will Skylar, your mom, or anybody.
Sarah, I'm sorry. Forgive me, please. I will never hurt you ever again. I will never cheat on you, and I promise to be an amazing father to the boys. Please, reconsider and give me a chance. I know that we can start over and build a beautiful family.
This whole mess has taught me very well that you have zero father material. I will never get back together with you. I will raise Skylar on my own, as I have been doing. You've done nothing so far as his father, and it will stay that way.
I'm sorry. Help me, please. I can't take care of a baby on my own. Sarah, are you listening? Please, don't leave me.
You made a choice to betray me a long time ago. This is just karma biting you in the ass. For the millionth time, we are not getting back together. Ever. In fact, I'm quite busy caring for a tiny baby. I'm sure you are too, so let's get on with our lives. I cannot help you take responsibility for your decisions. I hope you can at least learn from your mistakes. Whether your baby lives a happy life or not is up to you now. It's a heavy burden, isn't it? Now you know. Finally. Our divorce was officially filed a few months later. I, of course, have full custody of my son now. A couple of weeks after my last conversation with Parker, the mother of his other child showed up and took the baby with her. I bet she couldn't stand the painful reluctance of leaving her baby with an idiot. I will never forgive her for taking part in ruining my family, but as a woman, I kind of understand why she did what she did. It's probably because she wanted to teach Parker a lesson on responsibility, not because she's evil. Now that she too must be a responsible parent, I'm sure she'll live her life in regret for the bad decisions of her past. Until she finishes to pay me consolation money for which I had sued and won. Being a single mother, I know how hard it must be to keep paying me, but I hope it helps her from making any more mistakes and live a good life with her son. Parker is now paying for child support for both of his children. From him, too, I've received a good amount of consolation money, on top of the divisions of assets from when we were married. The last I heard, he now really does work till midnight every day to pay off his debt. He's contacted me through his lawyer many times, still begging me for another chance. All of which I have completely ignored, of course. In fact, I don't understand why he thinks he deserves one. His selfish attitude, blaming his lover for his mess and asking me to take care of his other baby, was beyond anything I had ever experienced. I am sure I would have ended up divorcing him sooner or later. I doubt there will ever be a day that Parker will fully understand the magnitude of his mistakes. But at least he'll continue to regret what he's done, as he continues to pay for child support and spend every day in loneliness. My son and I have moved in with my parents after the incident. I feel blessed to have their support, as well as Parker's parents who come and visit every other month. I would be lying if I said I have no concerns for our future, and I still feel sad about what happened sometimes. But with the support I get from my family, I hope to get over the sadness soon and concentrate on the good. There is no life without bumps anyway, and I'm sure I will get my fair share in the years to come. But as long as I have Skylar, I know I'll be able to overcome them. He may not have a father in his life, but I will make sure to love him twice as more and live a beautiful, fulfilling life with him.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.